Even though you're feeling otherwise, rise up, wise up, a little smile begin. You'll be happy-hearted once you get it started. Up with your chinny chin chin. Now come on everybody, chins up. I said chins there. Yes, I can see you've got a problem. Yes, yeah, I know, love. Yes, double trouble. Yes. Oh, I wasn't being sarcastic. How can I be sarcastic with the chin I've got? Look at it, 2.5 weight to skin and bone. I'm not the president of the Pelican Club for nothing, you know. So look, if I can lift this, you can lift yours too. All right then? Stick it in the air and wave it about. Oh, chin up. Everybody loves a happy face. Wear it, share it. It'll brighten up the darkest place. Twinkle, sparkle, a little sunshine in. You'll be on the right side, looking at the bright side. Up with a chinny chin chin. Chin down will get you down and turn round, starting round and think. Sad your trouble, double think. Glad they burst like bubbles. Cheer up, cheer up. Every little time your spirits will cheer up, cheer up. Give your attitude an upward tilt. Twinkle, sparkle, a little fun begin. You'll be on the right side, looking at the right side. Up with your chin chin chin. You'll be on the right side, looking at the right side. Keep your chinny chin up.
Splendid advice, as always, from good old Sir Bruce, who I think we all miss at the moment because he is spending some time being dead for tax purposes, and that's a great shame. But a very warm welcome to, for the first time for a few weeks, Emma and Boaty's Monday Night Live, and it is my sheer joy to welcome back on the other side of the screen the one and only Mimi LeBlanc herself, M11. Hello.
Thank you very much, Boaty, for that wonderful introduction. Good evening, everybody. I hope you are all well, and indeed, Boaty, I hope you are too. I'm not great, but, you know, I'll live with it. How are you, Boaty?
I'm good. Thank you for asking. How very kind. I am, I'm verging on being orgasmic with the sheer joy and delight of the 2 hours that I am eagerly anticipating with you and these fantabulous people. I'm so excited I could clutch my little tinkle, and I think
I've lost
I
my
actually
glasses.
will. What?
I've lost my glasses.
Carry on with what you were saying before we started about how we are professional.
Well, I don't know where they've gone. Oh, well, I can see okay without them, but yeah.
Do you want to borrow mine?
Yeah, please. Can you post them? Will they get here in time?
I don't know where they are.
Is anybody in the Peak District who could pick up the glasses from Boaty and drive them to Norwich by the end of the live stream, please? Don't worry, I'll go without it. I'll cope without. Thank you very much.
Well, how very brave of you. So, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for paying us the incredible compliment of giving us your incredibly valuable time. And over the next couple of hours, we're going to, I haven't got a clue what we're going to do. We haven't planned anything. We didn't know if this was going to be able to happen. And right up until the last minute, we weren't sure. Now, if I was doing it on my own, I did have a plan. I was just going to turn the camera on, talk crap, and at 11 o'clock start pouring wine down my neck. But there you go. We are just going to metaphorically suck it and see today, darlings. So all of the normal rules apply. You can leave us a voice note on the community portable electric telephone.
07391 175 is the number to call.
That's helpful. Thank you. The Hedgehog of Truth is in residence. And if you wish, you can ask either myself or the goodly Emma and the Emma Lumps a Hedgehog of Truth question, which we are contractually obliged to answer fully and honestly. But as it's a Monday night, should you so wish, you can ask a member of the community a Hedgehog of Truth question, and they can then decide whether they are willing and able to answer it on a Hedgehog of Truth basis or not. And we may, I didn't have an idea, that we could have a little game in a little while of community cruise, marry, shag. So let me know what you think of that idea. Emma, would you like to crack off with the old comments?
Yeah. First of all, I was just going to
Marvellous.
say that you know, since we've had this Hedgehog of Truth feature, nobody's ever asked me a question, I don't think. So I would quite like to receive a Hedgehog of Truth question if anyone wants to ask me anything.
I'm
Oh,
sure
I
you
found my
had one.
glasses.
Didn't
I've
I
got
ask you
Captain
one?
Horseradish now. Pardon?
Oh, good. I look forward to Captain Horseradish.
I can't remember. I don't believe that since we've had him on these live streams like this, we've had. Maybe you asked. I don't know. It's been a long time. Anyway, yes. Let me zoom to the top of these comments. Have a bit of a cough while I'm at it. Right. Okay. Well, I'll get started then. We've got Peter P here. And he says, good evening to the lovely Emma Lumps and the contractually obligated Heifer Lump. Good evening, Peter P. Lovely to see you first.
It
Matron
is
is here.
first cab off the rank. Well done, Peter P. Always a joy to have your company.
Matron is here. She says, evening all. I shall be doing my usual Monday duties, including chucking out links, thwacking the bad peeps, and spanking the really, really naughty sausages. So keep your sausages well behaved tonight, guys. Oh, and occasionally spelling correctly. Peter P says, hi, Dot Matrix to Matron. Carol C is here. Hello, Boaty, Emma, and all the community. Monday night's always special when we have two hosts, good health. And then she says something, I think, in a different language, which I don't know how to
That
pronounce.
would be Welsh.
Would you like to say what she said?
No.
Okay.
Yakida.
Moving swiftly on. Sorry,
Yakida,
I don't know where
I can say.
Sorry, I don't know where that cheese came from, but it's most welcome. Oh, by the way, Boaty, look what I've got. I just found them in a box in my house.
Ah.
So yeah, we haven't had them for a while.
We haven't. We need to bring that back. I like the scampi fries feature.
Yeah. Any new members of the community, the official snack of Boaty's World is scampi fries. So
And the official meal of Boaty's World is either Momo or, in an emergency, a frayed bentos pie.
Yeah, scampi fries, frayed bentos pies. It all rhymes, doesn't it? There we go. So I'll be cracking them open in a bit. Matron says Mustard will have the cheese when he pops in. And then I put the phone number out because I'm good like that. Carol C says the cheese poll from Facebook is in. 35 people voted. I love every type of cheese won. No votes for I hate cheese. It makes me gag. So no one in the group is averse to cheese. Therefore, our first get together should be a cheese and wine evening.
Well,
Boaty
hang
won't
on.
mind
I'm
that. He'll just
averse
have the
to,
wine.
I am averse to cheese. I just forgot to vote.
Yeah, but the poll's finished now.
Ah.
You should, you need to vote on time. You can't. It's like entering a competition too late. So you're also too late to vote in the whether you should have a car named after John Studley poll as well.
I voted in that.
Oh, you did you? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you did. You said you were going to. He could just change his name to Sir Richard Lady Morris. Yes.
Yeah. Sorted.
So
easy.
John, if you're out there, so why about Minge Bag? Why can't he change his name to Minge Bag?
Well, he could do if he wanted to.
There you go, John. You've got some options.
He doesn't look like a Melanie Minge Bag to me.
Well, he looks more like a Melanie Minge Bag to me than a Sir Richard and Lady Morris.
You can tell him that.
Hey, John, if you're here.
John, to me, you look like a right old Minge Bag. Thank you, sir.
Carol C then goes on to say, I have liked and subscribed as I have for this live stream. Peter P says, did somebody mention cheese? God, is that Mr. Stephen Parry by any chance?
Yes.
Good evening, Mr. Parry, sir.
47 and counting.
Oh, Mr. Parry, sir, can't wait to hear your voice tonight.
Well, you're going to hear plenty of it by the sound of it.
Is he doing like one sentence per message or something?
Quite possibly.
Excuse me. Andrew Buttergig says, very good evening, Emma, Boaty, Peter, P, Trace and Carol C. Peter P says, he's very something. I need to scroll up a bit. Very much a fan of cheese, Carol. And yeah, Carol and Andrew missed each other last night. Oh, get in. I couldn't tell if your emoji was being sick, says Carol. Diane Sturdy's here. Good evening, lovely people. Good evening, Diane. Hope you are well. Tracy Cardiff's here. Good evening. It was a pretty good day for a Monday. I hope everyone's day went well. But Carol C tells Andrew that by the time he arrived last night, she was probably in a coma. Because, yeah, Boaty, your voice puts Carol C to sleep, doesn't it?
Yes, yeah. I'm either very soporific or very boring. She hasn't decided which yet.
And people are all saying hello to each other. And a little cough from me again. I've got the live stream tickle. Bad
Has to be done.
Good evening all. So there's Bad Books. And Peter P says hedgehogs. Andrew
Right, there we are.
Buttergeek
Sorted.
Andrew Buttergeek is appreciative of my little drawing of the hedgehog here.
Well, oh, I didn't say that.
Well, if I need to have the hedgehog of truth, I need to hold on to him. Paulie, excuse me, I don't know how to pronounce your name. Gualtieri is here, and he says, good evening, Boaty and Emma. Good evening, Paulie. Chaz Brown is here. Hey, it's the dynamic duo back on the telly. Hi, both. Hi, Chaz. Trisha Alderman, good evening, Emma and Boaty. Evening, Trisha. My birthday twin. Yay! Trisha and I, we're birthday buddies. Snap, 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 snap.
I didn't see a message from Paulie Gualtieri.
Well, you weren't looking properly, were you?
Well, it's not there for me. And I'm on all messages. I'm on all messages. Okay,
it comes after... Oh, Peter P says hedgehog. Can you see that? With a big happy face. And then no. Peter... You can't see that either.
Oh,
are you looking at the right live stream?
Hedgehogs, yeah, but that's way down.
Yeah. When you see we're down there. That's why we're after hedgehogs. Go.
Yeah, there he is. Paulie Gualtieri. Oh, okay. All right, I'm up to speed now. Sorry.
What were we saying about professionalism? You're taking the tea out of me.
Whatever. Crack on. Crack on.
Can't get the staff. Carol Ann's here. Good evening, everyone. She says, good evening, Carol Ann. I hope you're well. And who else have we got? Oh, yeah, Chaz Brown was saying hi to the inner scrotum. Lots of people are just saying hello to each other, so I'm not reading all of those out. Mystic Hair says... Mystic Hair says, a much more agreeable time. Oh, good evening, Mystic Hair. It's good that... I'm glad you approve of the time. Classic intro music is jolly good, says Chaz Brown. So somebody appreciating our Bruce, even though there's some people who don't like it very much. People saying hi to Carol Ann, Matron. God, they're all saying hello to each other. I'm whizzing past them because they're literally just saying hi. Monica is here. Monica Anderson says hi. Good evening, Monica. Nice of you to drop in. Peter P wants to know if I've lost my marbles. Just about. Yeah, I'm getting there. Oh, Boaty, were you going to announce that you were going to give out any memberships tonight, or you're not sure yet?
Yeah, I will. Yes, I will give out some free channel memberships, top tier, mark you, with all of the perks that those bring along with them. So do make sure you've got your doings twirled to the I accept gifts thing.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Matron is loving the idea of a cruise marry shag game. Matron, do you remember because I said to Boaty, oh my God, is he psychic? Do you remember I said to you I was thinking of that? I wasn't thinking of cruise, I was thinking something else. But I remember saying to you, do you think that's a bit over the top? Because I hate it when I think I've got quite a good idea and then dismiss it, and then somebody else comes up with that idea. Because I feel like, oh, I could have taken the credit for that. Anyway, sounds like fun, so we'll play that in a bit.
We will. I'm looking forward to
that. Carol C says, good today. Oh, food today. Breakfast was a latte coffee, toast and Marmite. Lunch was Itsu rice noodle pot. She loves them, I've noticed.
I'm going to try one of them.
Yeah, they do quite a lot of sushi as well, I think.
Okay.
I've seen them in like the Tesco, like the lunch section, but I haven't tried them yet. Because like you said, when someone mentioned that sort of thing before, Or I think someone mentioned pot noodles. Oh, was it Allegro Man actually mentioned pot noodles? And you know, it's so easy to make Boaty's noodles that it's like I don't know. I just reach for your noodles, Boaty. You know,
Yeah,
if I've got the option.
I've been known to reach for them myself in the privacy of my own cottage.
And she also for dinner had leftover curry from Saturday.
Oh, nice.
Gillian
Well,
Anderson gets my vote for all three, says Mystic Hair.
yeah, but Gillian Anderson isn't a member of the community, so she is disqualified.
How do we
It's
know
community. Right, for those who don't know the game, Cruise, Marry, Shag. Right, this is how it goes. And we are playing community Cruise, Marry, Shag. So, from the community, you have to pick, and you all know who the community are, right? We're talking inner scrotum and the people who occasionally pop into the inner scrotum. So, you've got to pick somebody that you're going to go on a 3-month cruise with. However, it's separate cabins, no funny business whatsoever. You're just going to spend the days and evenings together. You're going to eat together. You're going to go off the boat on shore. You're going to do all of that together. But at night times, it's separate cabins, no funny business. Then you've got to choose somebody to marry and spend the rest of your life in marital bliss and harmony with. And finally, you've got to pick a member of the community for a disgusting one-night stand filled with acts of appalling depravity. Also, probably involving fuddle-duddling with what's-its and undoubtedly waddling up whoopsie-daisies and all of that sort of thing. So you can't be having Gillian Anderson or anybody from outside of this previously safe environment.
Boaty, I've got some disappointing news.
Hey?
I've got some disappointing news about my scampi fries.
They're out of date. They've gone stale.
They're best before the 14th of September and they taste soft.
Well, unfortunately, when things get a little bit too old, that's what happens. You know, they get disappointingly soft. So I'm sorry for your disappointment there.
Oh, well, never mind. It'll help with the old weight loss. Right, so let's have a look. Gillian Anderson. So you can't have Gillian Anderson. I want to
Carol
believe.
C has gone for Richard Gere. Again, disqualified. Can't have him.
Oh, my God. Are we going to have lots of people having said who they can have? Well, I think people should stick to the rules. Anyway, Tracy Cardiff is saying hello to people. Oh, yeah, people. My other phone is playing up, so using my other phone. Oh, interesting. Good to see you back, Emma, says Tracy. Thank you very much, Tracy. Oh, Matron says she agrees that she thinks Melanie suits John. So, yeah, that might have to be... We might have to refer to Mr. Studley as Melanie Mingebag from now on. Peter P says, it's official. Cheese is Boaty's world delicacy. Now, I don't think it ever will be. Sorry, Andrew. Sorry, Peter, for being so hopeful. Andrew Buttergeek is also picking a famous person. But hang on a minute. Yeah, yeah, they're picking one person to be all three. Then you got to pick three different people as well,
yeah,
haven't you?
Again, you can't do that. God, you're all big fat cheaty pants tonight, aren't you? Right, play by the rules, or I'll make you sit in the naughty corner.
Oh, why don't we do it first then?
I thought we were exempt.
Okay, we're exempt. Thank you for saying that, Boaty.
Well, okay, then you go for it.
No. You first.
No, ladies first.
Let's get back to the comments.
Good idea.
Oh, I think maybe at the end we might persuade you to when you've had a few glasses of wine.
Oh, God, you won't be able to stop me then. You know what I'm like. 11 o'clock, I'm off.
Right, let's have a look. Mr. Stephen Parry is getting ready to narrate the sex tape, says Matron. I believe he is. Mystic Hair says, if Boaty could be a car, I think it would be a Ford Probe. Andrew Buttergeek says, Mr. Stephen Parry of the sex tapes. Peter P would like to know where Matron is sending the sex, where to send the sex tapes, and then Matron puts out her channel. So maybe that's the answer. Matron is saying send them to the Leisure Peninsula. I think that's what she's saying anyway.
Shall I interrupt you and shall we crack on with some voice notes? Because we've got about 412 from Mr. Parry alone.
Go for it.
Right, here we go. Here is your first one, darlings, and I hope you enjoy this. And it's a voice you'll recognise.
The male walks quickly up the stairs. The female lies in wait in the darkness of the cupboards. She's been thinking about sausage all evening.
Interesting.
Let's just finish that off. Oh, I can't get it back now. I can't get it back. Oh, play, damn you. Oh, hold on, let's try opening it and closing it again.
The male walks quickly.
No, we'll start from the beginning.
The female lies in wait in the darkness of the guest cupboards. She's been thinking about sausage all evening. She wonders whether he'll come towards her or whether he'll simply turn and go into the bathroom. Sure enough, he closes the door and she can hear a long, loud fart. She's disappointed as whether it will happen on another occasion.
Your thoughts on that, M11?
Well, my thought on that is that you told me Matron sent that.
I did not.
You did.
I didn't.
You did.
Think back, what did I say?
You said Matron has already sent a voice note in.
No, I didn't. I said Tracy.
Yes, you did.
No, I said Tracy.
I really thought you said Matron.
Well, I didn't.
Because I then referenced her in a different. I said, oh, she told me she might send something in.
I thought you were talking about Tracy because I said Tracy.
Well, that is my sister's name. So okay.
Look, we've got more than one. Look, pull yourself together. You're letting yourself down. You're letting the community down.
Sorry, right, but if you mention my sister's name, I assume you're talking about my sister.
Right, let's crack on with these voice notes from the good Mr. Parry, shall we?
Yeah, because we've only got like half an hour to fit him in.
Oh no, there's only 12.
What a wonderful night! Our wonderful Emma's back. We've all missed her. It's very nice to see Emma back. I can see the smile on Boaty's face. And we'll all look forward to 11 o'clock. Anyway, carry on. And also, sir,
carry on.
How did your car get on? And I hope your family's well, Emma. And how are you today, sir? My day's been fine. I had roast chicken for my dinner this evening with chips, peas, and gravy.
Oh, gravy.
And a Battenberger cake, sir.
No.
Thank you very much for doing tonight, and I look forward to watching.
Not at all. You're most welcome.
You got all the missing parts off your car now from the captain today?
No.
I hope you've had a nice day with the captain. And also, how are you today, Captain, if you're on the ship? And also the matron. And hope everybody else is well in the chat. Mr. Pye can pour some light over and out. Thank you. And P.S. please hit the like button.
And then there's a picture of some Pringles.
This is Mr. Pye from the Leisure Peninsula.
What a surprise.
Camera. I'm waiting to do some stuff. I came here for the show, but no one's turned up. Apparently they said that they come too quick. Anyway, sir, I forgot to mention before, how was Neil and Sophie anyway? People do say, one last thing before I go, sir. People do say it like a porn star, because of the porn star, sir. Anyway, thank you very much, sir.
Oh, right, there we are. There we are. The lovely Mr. Parry there from Put Sunlight on the Wirral, which is, as I'm sure you know, the Leisure Peninsula. Emma.
Boaty.
I was throwing over to you then in a very professional manner, but fine, I will run with it. Where were we?
Yes, I can go back to them. I was distracted by something.
Okay, right. Okay, where did I get to? Oh gosh, where were we?
It's okay, I can do it because I'm professional.
No, I've got it. I'm here. John is with us, or Melanie, as he is now apparently being called. Hey, you lovely people. Hope all are well tonight. And everybody then says hello to John. Yes, I remember, says Matron. And I remember the three guys you were asking me to choose from. Diane Sturdy is with us. A lovely Diane. Hello then. Boaty reaches for his noodles every time a plum tries to escape. Says Matron. And then, oh, she's gone. Just when I needed her. Emma, come back. Oh, right. Well, there was a Hedgehog of Truth question for Emma, but we will come back to that. Andrew says, Boaty, are your plums on their best behaviour tonight? I'm delighted to announce that, yes, they are. My plums have not been in the least bit unruly for a couple of days now. Touch wood, and long may it continue. Now, I've gone for a more intensive laundering regime with my underpants. I've discovered that either my own undercarriage has just reached the age where it refuses to conform in the way that it used to. But I don't think that's the case. I think, frankly, my underpants are quite simply past their prime, and they're just not capable of fulfilling a complete job through a complete day or even half a day. So I'm finding that I'm having to, if I do a change. Now, let's assume that I'm actually awake for 18 hours of the day. So if I change them around every 6 hours, then I find that I can get away with it. And yeah, when it comes to plums, I haven't had an escapade for a couple of days. I'm delighted to announce. Can you wear the Gillian Anderson mask, Boaty? Asked Mystic Hair. Not entirely. I would choose Matron, says Chaz Brown. No funny business, but he doesn't say for what. I think we can presume the cruise. Andrew is choosing the Hedgehog. Please, God, don't let it be for the one night stand. Freeze your wine, says Matron. It's a little bit early for that, Matron. Carol C is running with the cruise, mighty Shag. Cruise, I would take Emma. And she apologises and says, sorry, I get very seasick. Please, will you hold my hair back while I'm talking on the great white telephone? And Carol would marry Peter P. And she would have the naughty bits with Captain Mustard, who I suspect is going to be quite a popular choice. It looks like Emma is back in the room. Emma!
Boaty, did I miss... that last one, did I miss any more of them?
You missed a Hedgehog of Truth question.
Oh, right. Okay, I'm all ears.
Place your hand upon the hedgehog, please. Right. If money was no object, where would you like to live?
I would like to still remain in England, I think, because I haven't travelled enough to know, to have any thoughts about, I don't know, maybe somewhere like Italy might be nice or something. But I would probably say like the southwest, Cornwall and Devon.
Narrow it down a bit. Any particular
Well,
place in
to be
mind
honest,
on the coast?
I've never been to Cornwall or Devon, but it looks beautiful, and it's warmer there. Yeah, sort of near the coast, somewhere with great scenery, um, a friendly neighbourhood. I'm somebody who doesn't have, giant, wishes to live any, for anything really. I'm quite content with, simple things in life. But I think I'd like to remain in England. I can't speak any other languages, so I'd be frustrated with the language barrier and things. Um, but if I'd experienced civilization in other countries, a lot of when I went abroad with Mr. Lemon, he would always want to just go to resorts. So I didn't get out there, among the people, apart from in India. Um, so I don't have an experience to be able to say, oh yes, I'd love to live there. There's probably some amazing places abroad that I, don't know, about. Um, I mean, Wales was quite nice when we went there, but again, I don't know enough about that, So
What about that place we drove past on Marine Drive with that massive balcony?
yeah, yeah,
Sure.
where we were saying, imagine sitting out there. I mean, the thing
Yeah.
about that is, I I don't get the impression that Wales is particularly warm all year round,
Well,
Um,
it was on that day.
mm. But I mean, from Sean's videos, he makes it seem like it's cold a lot.
Yeah.
So
Well. Yeah.
and wet. Um,
Yes. Yeah.
I think. I mean, from what I've heard, Devon and Cornwall are Cornwall, I suppose. Let's say Cornwall. There we go.
Okay. Well, thank you for that. Thank you for that. And Matron says it looks like the Mustard Muff Magnet Club is rising like a phoenix. Welcome to the club, Carol C. And Carol C says, I do love a Volvo and I like long hair on a man. And Andrew Buttigieg would like to announce that he's got hair like Robert Smith, whoever that is. Pocahontas 100 is with us. Evening, Boaty. Great to see you, Emma. Hope all are well, and hello to everyone in the chat. Boaty says, Matron, did you find the handbook? I haven't looked yet. Mustard is certain that it's in the car somewhere, but we both looked in the car and neither of us found it. He searched the lockup today, looked in all of the other cars. There's no sign of it, so it must be somewhere hidden in the car. So I'm going to have a jolly good look for that tomorrow.
How big is this car? How can you lose a handbook in it?
I don't know. It's mustard, isn't it?
It's
It's
like,
mustard.
I could understand if he said it must be somewhere in his house or something, but it must be somewhere in the car. There's not that many places you could lose a handbook in a car.
Well, you wouldn't think so, but yeah, we will find out tomorrow when I have a search. Carol's asking Pocahontas how her dad is, and I was wondering that. Oh, and he's a bit better. Thank you so much for asking. Oh, that's good. Yeah. Diane Sturdy says, not securing the undercarriage. Bombs could fall out. 69 Phuket says, Boaty and Hoyle. Who's the bird? Emma.
You haven't
Who's
been
the
around
bird?
long then.
Yeah,
The,
obviously
the
not.
Well, 69 Phuket. I am Emma Lemon, the person who I believe on the live stream the other night you said that I was really annoying. So I do apologise for that. Yeah, I'm Emma Lemon, who's usually in the chat, but on Monday nights I join Boaty on the live stream. So that's me. Good evening. I
And
hope you're having a
we
good
have
day.
appeared on videos together and everything, haven't we?
Yes, we have. If you want to check out Boaty's other videos, or indeed go and look at my channel, which is Emma Lemon, I've got it written there. Anybody else who wants to have a look at my channel, please go and have a look. It's 2 N's, Emma Lemon with 2 N's. We both have a selection of videos from when we've got together. We've been to Llandudno, we've done a Land Rover lunch, we've been to Gulliver's Kingdom, we've been to Matlock Bath, we've been to the cable cars, been to the Yard of Dreams. We've been everywhere, basically. I've even filmed him in his bedroom. So, yeah, do check out the other videos, but not right now because we're doing a live stream. But yes, good evening, 69 4K, and yeah, that's who the bird is.
Tracy P. Cardiff has got an answer for cruise, Maddie Shag, and she's going to cruise with you, Emma.
I'm going on a lot of cruises, aren't I? Thank you, Tracy.
She's going to marry the Hedgehog, and she's going to shag Anthony. So that's nice.
Answer. That makes sense.
Carol C has got a Hedgehog of Truth question for me. What size of underpants do you wear? I guess large briefs.
I told you, Boaty, I've been inundated with this question. What size knickers does Boaty wear? The community want to know.
Well, I've got, I don't know, a telephone call. Oh, that has now disappeared. Just as I was pressing the button. Oh, well, there we are.
Ring back.
Right. I don't know what size. Well, I'm a 36-inch waist, but I don't normally wear briefs. I normally wear. Well, I'm sure that they're called, the ones that I wear, I'm sure they're called hipsters. But somebody said that was a lady's underwear. But I'm sure they were called hipsters. And there you go. There you go. I didn't think I was a minge bag, says John. I'm shocked. Well, Emma, talk to John. It was you who decided that he should be called minge bag rather than Sir Richard Lady Morris.
Well, I have to say, out of Boaty's cars, my favourite by far, is Melanie Mingebag. So what does that say, John? What does that say? I would like you to be named after my favourite of Boaty's cars, because Melanie Mingebag is a fantastic ride.
Actually, she really is.
I love Melanie Mingebag. I'm just checking what size pants you might be. Carry on.
Port out, starboard in, says 69 Phuket, although the correct phrase is port out, starboard home. And if you didn't know, that is where the word posh comes from. Now, back in the colonial days, then when people would go out to the colonies for the winter season, the ideal side of the ship was the side that was in shade because it wasn't uncomfortably hot. And the side that was in shade was the port side going out and the starboard side coming home. But they were the most expensive cabins. So if you could afford those cabins, you became known as port out, starboard home, which became posh. And there you go. That is the origins of the word posh.
Boaty, do you prefer your knickers to be on the slightly snugger side or the looser side?
Oh, snug.
Right.
I can't.
So, yeah,
I can't deal with loose pants.
It looks like in general for men's, I've gone for boxer shorts because hipsters are similar to them.
Oh, I don't like boxer shorts.
Well, it's the same sort of sizing, isn't it?
No, boxer shorts are baggy by nature.
Not the ones on the screen. They're not all. No, they're not all. Depends what they're made of.
Right.
So anyway, I think it looks like you'd probably be extra large. That's sort of 34 to 36 inch, whereas extra large is 36 to 38. So if you're liking it snug, you probably want extra large.
Oh, right. Okay.
Can you check what you've already got?
Yeah, the ones I've got, I'm pretty sure they are from Saint Bob's. They are large, and they're the ones that were called hipsters, I'm sure.
Okay. So there we go. Hopefully that helps a few people out.
If their life is improved by knowing the details of my...
me to ask me. So, you know, I've got a feeling you might receive a few parcels in the near future.
But I like a very snug fit. I don't like things wobbling about. I like them to be cupped and cradled.
I'm lost, so I'm just trying to find where we are. The weather was going to take over. Oh yeah, John said about minge bag. Yeah, I don't know if you. I don't know where you got to because I was
Well,
researching pants.
we did port out Starboard Home, and then Carol C says that Cornwall by the Sea is a great choice.
Oh, good.
Um,
Glad you approve.
Andrew says that there are parts of Australia that look like the old Dart, but with better weather. And then Batman Rubin joined us and said, "All right,
Evening, Batman Reuben.
have you caught up now?"
Okay, and Diane Sturdy says, "Have you looked under the front seats? Seems like a place Mustard would leave it. Have you looked there?"
No, but that's first place on the list to look tomorrow.
Interesting. Buddy Anon was here, or is here, saying, "Good evening, Boaty. I'm back again." So good evening, Buddy.
Good. Hello.
Peter P wants to know if the handbook was left on the roof, in which case you
It
won't
wouldn't surprise me.
Peter P would like to know if there's any awards tonight. I haven't planned anything because I didn't even know till the last minute I was going to be doing the live stream because I've got issues. But we could give out an award. If anybody would like to try and win the John Studley Award, all they have to do is tell us something manky, strange, weird, crazy, disgusting, bizarre, deformed about
Hang on, you're being incredibly offensive to a member of the inner scrotum there.
No, this is what the John Studley Award always was. And you invented it, Boaty.
I did not.
You did.
Did I? Oh, did I?
You said, yes, let's name it after John Studley because he was showing us at the time, how is your skin tag, John Studley? Did it ever drop off? But at the time, he was sending us the pictures of his skin tag. And, and we said, why don't we name it after him? Because, we were enjoying those pictures so much that we thought we could invite the rest of the community to send us all their wonky, dodgy bits too. And the best one wins an award. That was what it was. We did have some interesting entries at the time. So if you'd like to win the John Studley Award, all you have to do is WhatsApp Boaty a photograph of
No, don't send them to me. Don't send them to me. Send them to Emma. I'm sure this was your idea. I remember you setting this up. I don't want pictures of your manky parts.
Well, neither do I. So basically, you've arranged it and said people have to.
You did this, not me.
We'll check. We're going to check the private thread, the Mary Huff management thread. It's on there. Matron is probably already at it and looking for the information. 69 Fouquet said Fouquet. Is it Fouquet? I always thought it was Fouquet. Is it Fouquet?
I don't know.
Okay, anyway, says Emma Lemon, you and your sister wind me up. It's probably just me. I apologise. I'm sorry, 69 Fouquet. And I'm sorry if I'm saying your name wrong as well. I don't mean to wind anybody up. So I'm sorry, Boaty, if I've destroyed your channel now by being on it.
No, don't be conciliatory. You don't wind people up. Tell him to bugger up.
He obviously wasn't here the night I took my clothes off, so
Well, unless it was that wound him up.
And apparently Matron does as well. So we're collectively with my sister. We apologise for winding anybody up, but we're not going to stop. John Studley says, Matron, I'm finding it very amusing, this car name. Anything interesting?
It's a picture of a shiny knob.
Oh. Is it from Captain Mustard?
No, it's from Batman Rubin.
Oh, well, God, yeah, I wouldn't put it past him to send pictures of shiny knobs, to be fair.
I will show it to you.
Oh, I need to see Batman Rubin's shiny knob. Oh, right. And is this to try and win the John Studley Award? Well, we'll see what other entries come in, and if no other entries come in, you will actually win, Batman Rubin.
There has been a nomination. I scrolled forward, and there has been a nomination.
Right, we will find out in a minute. Excuse me. Batman Rubin says he wears a jock strap like Baldrick. Andrew Buttigieg says codpiece, and 69 Fouquet says posh. Chitty chitty bang bang song, eh? Peter P says John must now drive Melanie to see if the name is okay. That's a good idea. John Studley says I've only been in one of Boaty's cars, which was Stigbert, but Mustard has him now, and thank you, Emma, for the kind thought. You're welcome. Commando is best, says Batman Rubin. No, you'll end up with pendulous scrotum. You might think it's best now, but they'll be dangling around your news by the time you're Boaty's age. Why do you think Boaties are in such perfect condition? It's because he keeps them nicely cupped and hoisted up. Okay, so Boaty's not in line for the John Studley Award. He keeps his all in perfect condition.
My plums are in good nick for a man of my age. I have
except
to say.
One of them keeps going astray and chafing a bit, doesn't it? One of them, it was falling out recently on a live stream, wasn't it?
Yeah, but that was down to underpants failure. I'm not placing the blame on my plum.
But that's why you need the new underpants, because you know that one singular plum will become very pendulous if this keeps happening, and you'll have them at different lengths.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't want that. I wouldn't want an off balance pendulous plum. No. That would be a terrible thing.
You would be in line for the John Studley Award then, though.
Well, I believe I've been nominated for it further on in the comments.
Oh right, well I'll look forward to that then. Andrew Buttergeek says, Boaty, show us a pair of your knickers so that we all have an idea what you wear, but not the ones you're wearing now. Carol C says to Phuket 64. Oh, 60. Oh no, I thought she was talking to him. She's just saying there's 64 in the chat. Have you got many subscribers? I think that's what she's asking. Show us your drawers, says Pocahontas 100. Batman Rumour says hipsters don't have the slot in them to get your knob out.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want the slot.
The only slot that Boaty likes is Sean's when he's pounding the box.
No, otherwise, seriously, I can't do there's something about my my wedding vegetables that they're like an escaping dog. If you put a flap in my underwear, then part of them will find their way out. They've just got an escaping. You know, I need a well packaged underwear. Can I just point out that I have been sent an entry for the John Studley Award, and it's from Yvette, viz the Dump Baps, and she has sent a picture saying I've got a couple of unexplained growths.
And she sent a picture?
Yes.
Are you going to share it, or is it for your personal use after the live stream? Aha. Okay.
Oh, and on the subject of the lovely Yvette, a little bit of community news. The lovely Carol Ann has launched a new business venture. So as a community, I think it might be nice if we all just generally wished her luck with it. Yeah, so jolly good luck. Basically, she's dropped Tuesday nights at the lap dancing club, and she has taken up escorting at the weekend. So yeah,
in Llandudno ballroom, in the grand ballroom in Llandudno.
She didn't say where. She didn't say where. She just said that. Yeah. So I mean, more power to your elbow. You go, girl, as I believe they say in America.
Well, I should look forward to receiving Carol Ann's response to that. Matron says, I've been in 3 of
might be a discount code for community members.
Well, you never know. I've been in 3 of Boaty's cars, says Matron, I think. Boo was comfy as a higher seat, but Janet Jackson was easier to get in and out of, and the seatbelt fitted round. 69 Phuket says,
Hang on, that's only 2 cars.
Well, no, she's just saying what she thought of those 2, but she's been in 3 of them.
Oh, okay. So the 3rd one isn't worth mentioning, apparently.
Oh, Matron, give a comment about the 3rd car as well, please. Saw my quack today, says this, don't forget. I'm on the Cirocsat again. I've taken Cirocsat. It's very good. It's very good.
What is it?
So good. SSRI. Selective serotonin something inhibitor. and they're very good. It changed my life, actually.
Okay.
When I was about 23, 24, I suffered quite badly from depression, like, daily depression, crippling, don't want to get out of bed or anything. And I went to my GP and I was put on Seroxat. And they said you'll only be on it for about 6 months, and then we'll take you off it. And a couple of months in, I was literally walking out of work and just marveling at how amazing, how green the trees were and the birds were singing. And I thought, this is working. It was amazing. And then within sort of 7.5 months, I was off it, and it cured my depression properly. I mean, I've had periods of anxiety and depression and things again, but that was proper clinical, everyday depression. It's amazing, very powerful though. I when I first started taking it, I was completely out of it. Like, I fainted at work and things like that. So, but yeah, it was
Oh,
really
my
great.
wine! I need to put the wine in the freezer.
So good luck with this Seroxat. Oh God, the things are moving on too quickly. Peter P says, I'm glad you clarified that, Andrew. Diane Sturdy says a chastity belt would keep them cradled, Boaty. He doesn't need one of them. If I can have the key, you can have a chastity belt. Matron says, best of luck with the meds, 69 for Kate. She's been on them too in the past. He says, thanks. They make you numb. Yeah, they do a bit, actually. They do. Hang on in there one day at a time, 69 Phuket. And she's saying, if you want to send any dodgy photos, send them to Boaty's number, which is how they've managed to get them through. John Studley says, it's gone, Emma, and I have 5 more. Oh my God, it's multiplied. At least it fell off though in the end. Did you have to go and get it taken off? Because it was big, and we weren't sure it was actually going to fall off because it was enormous, wasn't it? So did you actually have to go and see like the GP and have it professionally removed, or did it just go? And if you've got 5 more, if that method works, stick with it. I just cut mine off with little nail scissors, but it depends how big they get. And that, what you did have quite a big one, John, from what I recall. I'd have to check the photo again that you sent me, but you do have quite a big one.
And just going back to the sending the pictures in thing, Caroline, I need a few more so that I can give a full and impartial judgment. Just another 14 or 15 would be absolutely fine.
To be fair though, you could just go to her videos and take some stills.
Oh, is that the same quality?
Oh, okay. So if
I've tried that. But seriously, by the time you've printed it off and framed it, it all gets a bit blurry.
Yeah, and she moves about too much, doesn't she? She doesn't keep still. Like, she's like, I'm going to get in this waterfall, and then she's straight in there. You don't get like she doesn't stop for a minute so you can take it all in. It's like the ice bath thing. I'm going in the ice bath, woo, woo, and it's all jiggling about. And I imagine if you tried to take a still of that, it would come out quite blurry.
Well,
so, yeah.
Somebody's been paying close attention to a video.
Well, you clearly have. Anyway. John said he's got 5 more. Peter P says, I nominate Boaty's Rebellious Plum for the Honourable Studley Award. Well, yeah, I think that's doing quite well in the ranking. I said ranking. Hang on, we're sliding all over the place here. Escapee of the week, says Andrew Buttercake. And Diane Sturdy is seconding that, so you might be winning it. It's okay, Hyacinth, says 69 Phuket. I'm not apologising for winding anyone up. It's not my problem, innit, says Matron. Chris Heatherly says, I remember when they were shaking. Oh, what's he talking about? Your plums. That's a shiny knob, says 69 Phuket. Very well polished knob. Yeah, Batman Rubin, you've done a lot of polishing. These shiny knobs, says Matron. William Jason Soto says, imagine everyone that can't get their birth certificate cornea to their eyes closes. So I hope you're all imagining that now. Do you want to deal with the pings, or shall I continue? More pictures.
Continue.
Is Caroline sending you more pictures?
Sadly not. No. That was from John, and he says, Jason, I eventually got my son to cut it off as it was black and had got small.
I don't know why I'm wincing, because I cut mine off with scissors, but it's good. Well done. Is there a scar there now? That's what I need to know. That's my next question. And Matron did imagine what William asked her to, and she thanks him very much. 69 Fouquet says, hold 'em, don't fold 'em. And Matron says, one of Boaty's plums has become sentient and is trying to leave home and make an independent life for himself. I think she's
You
probably
gotta
right.
know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know
Know
when to
when to
walk
walk
away,
away, know when
know
to
when
run.
to run. You
You
never
can
count
count
your
your...
money. When you're
When you're
sitting at
sitting
the
at the
table,
table,
there'll
there'll
be
be
time
time
enough
enough
for
for
counting
counting when the
when the
dealing's
dealing's
done.
done. Marvellous.
It's always nice to have a sing-song with you, Boaty.
Absolutely.
Diane Studley reckons your plum is going to run off with the Hedgehog of Truth. Andrew Buttergeek says, an idea for a new children's book, Emma. Mr. Boaty and his wayward plums.
I'd read that.
Well, I'll get writing. Oh, Diane, you did volunteer. I mean, I'm not putting any pressure on you. You're not under any obligation. I'm only mentioning it because you did volunteer to write the Hello Hello sketch, pantomime for Christmas. Do you still want to do that? You don't have to. I'm just wondering. I'm
I
just
had an
interested.
idea. I had an idea for that. Why don't we just use one of the scripts from the actual show, but voice it ourselves?
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea because then no one has to actually write it. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. But I don't think the only problem is I don't think we've got all the parts, and I don't think we're going to get all the parts. So we might have to just find some scenes.
No,
You
people
know,
can double up. People can play more than one part. I mean, you're playing Mimi LeBlanc and the Fallen Madonna with the big
yeah,
boobies.
but the Fallen Madonna with the big boobies isn't much of a part, is it?
Well, you can do another one as well then.
Okay.
You can do voices.
Yeah, maybe not the right ones, but yeah, maybe.
No, one of the Resistance could be Liverpudlian in a tracksuit bottoms.
Or Michelle. If we haven't got a Michelle, she could be
Yeah,
Liverpudlian because she's English,
yeah,
isn't she? She's British,
yeah,
so
yeah, yeah, yeah.
instead of being posh, she could be Liverpudlian.
There you go. That would work. That'd be funny.
Listen very carefully. I'll say this only once.
And Captain Horseradish could play a part.
Oh yeah, who could he be? Someone who's quite hairy.
Leclerc, Monsieur
Oh
Leclerc.
yeah. Oh yeah, but he has to get into bed with Fanny, doesn't he?
Yeah, that's all right.
I'm just saying that's he's her bit of stuff, isn't he, Leclerc? I'm
Yeah,
just recalling. Yeah, it is I, Leclerc. So that'd be, hello, it is I, Captain Horseradish.
yeah.
And then Matron says, the flashing nose, Captain Horseradish.
See, it's right in itself. This is going to be brilliant.
Okay, I quite like that idea then. And the Hedgehog could have a part.
Can I be one of the German officers as well?
Yeah, I think you should. Except, yeah.
Or Helga?
You could be Herr Fleek.
Ah, of the Gestapo. Yeah.
Yeah, because he's sexy. You could do that.
Well, I could fake being sexy. Oh, it's 1 o'clock.
Oh, 1 o'clock. The 1 o'clock news. The 1 o'clock news. It's the 1
It's
o'clock
the 1 o'clock news.
Right, well, I haven't written any 1 o'clock news, but I just will share with the community because some of them may not know that Two String Productions, Matron's other half, has purchased the car known as Rodney, Rover 25 known as Rodney from Captain Mustard earlier this week. And the car has now...
Hang on. And hang on once more. Not just Captain Mustard.
Okay, from the company.
Yes, that car was purchased from Mustard and Boaty
Okay.
Car.
Sorry, apologies. Yeah, it's because they collected him from the yard. But I think it's quite fitting that a car called Rodney should have now headed its way to Peckham in London.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah,
So yeah,
it's new car day it's been new car week for Matron and Andy, new car week for me, new car
yeah.
week for Mustard.
I'm the only one who hasn't had a new car this week. I'm the only one out of Mary Huff Management who hasn't got a new car. But to be fair, I haven't got an old one.
Buy Minge Bag.
Well, do you know what, Boaty? You know my situation at the moment. The private situation, not the bad one, but the good one.
Yes,
We
yes.
might be on for the secret project when that happens, because it is happening. You know that situation I've been waiting to happen. The positive one is kind of happening, and
Is it?
yeah, the positive one, the one that might give me a couple of extra pennies, basically. And yeah, and when that has happened, we can potentially do the secret project, and that could be a lot of fun. So
That
that's quite
could be
exciting.
fun.
So obviously, when things happen at my end that are positive, we can properly start talking about that potentially. And that also, by the way, the secret project would benefit all of the community, not just
It would.
us.
Yes, it very much would.
And I do quite like the idea of it, because I've obviously not giving too much away on in public. But when I said to you about it, you sort of suggested that something like that would be it wouldn't cost too much money.
Yeah.
It'd be something that could be ongoing YouTube content, community would benefit from. So yeah, we'll have to
all of the above.
So hopefully, fingers crossed. I mean, things are in progress, if you get what I mean. So I'm excited
God knows
about
it. Is it the thing that we've had to wait too long for?
No, it's not that. It's the thing I've
Oh.
had to wait 12 years
Oh,
for.
right. So that's in process, but the other thing is still stalled. No.
Yeah, well, the other thing is because there's somebody in the pipeline who's not doing their job properly, basically. But because that person came and asked me for some details again. So I think that they've not done anything in the first place. But hopefully they'll go and do that now. So there's that we need to wait for. But the other side that might give me a couple of pennies to be able to put the secret project into action, that is happening. I've sent emails and there's letters going and there's all sorts happening. So
okay,
those two things happening will mean the secret project can happen. So sorry, I've just baffled the whole of the community now with that, but I'm quite excited about it.
And can I just say cheers to everybody. You're very good health. Bottoms up yours, and get stuffed. Thanks so much. Oh, I didn't do the proper greeting again. Oh, I keep forgetting.
You're failing. I might need to get a new co-host. When things settle down in my life, because I don't nobody knows what's going on in my life, but there's a quite stressful things, which mean that I can't get on with YouTube the way I want to. But when they settle down a bit, I really want to do a Wednesday night 10 till 11 live stream every week. It's really a plan. But unfortunately, my situation is that there could be constant interruptions and issues with that. And my brain isn't always in the right place. But I really want to do that. I really want to get doing that. Anyway. So, Diane Sturdy reckons that your plum should elope to Gretna Green with the hedgehog. Peter P says the spider can take the plum's place. I think the spider's gone, hasn't it? You haven't mentioned it for a while. Is it still in my bed? There was a dead one in my bed when I last visited. I bet it's still there. But you haven't changed those sheets since I was last there.
Did you kill it?
No, I wouldn't kill a spider.
What did you do to that spider?
No, I don't think it was dead, actually. I think it was alive. I just left it there.
Oh, okay.
It might be dead now if you've starved it. Have you not been feeding my spider? Actually, that's probably the spider. It probably came down to see you when it realised that I wasn't coming back.
Oh, that could be it. That could be it. What did it look like?
A spider.
Oh, that'll be the one. A telephone call, darlings. How exciting. Good evening.
Good evening, sir. I'm Mrs. Titties.
Evening, Miss Perry.
So, did you get your thing from the yard today, sir?
I got the parcel shelf, yeah.
Oh, that's good. You might have a lock box or something under the seat in that car. Like a safe box or something.
Don't think so, but I'll have a look. I'm going to have a search in the car tomorrow.
Might even be in the boot under the mat.
Checked.
Because before now, I've lost my lock and I've had a look and I found it.
I checked.
In his house. Yeah. The dog might have eaten it.
That's possible. That is possible.
If it is, get one online.
Yeah.
Or I think these days you can print one off without paying for it, to be honest.
Yeah, I've been trying to do that, but
that might be another way instead of paying.
Yeah, I'd rather we just found it, to be honest. That would be easier.
Yeah. How is our Neil and Sophie these days? Don't really see them in the chat.
I haven't really spoken to them, to be fair. Hopefully they're happy, enjoying life, enjoying their new jobs.
We in the chat, don't we?
We do.
Yeah. Is Emma managing to get out on the bike? I know times are hard for at the moment.
I'm not managing to get out anywhere.
There you are.
I'm pretty much housebound at the moment.
Hopefully, when everything's sorted, you'll be able to come down to your new little holiday or something.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm waiting to do. I wasn't able to join them in the hotel because I've got some problems, but yeah, one day I hope that I'll be able to be out and about and fun and frolics.
But hopefully you might be able to. Are you hoping to go away for Boaty's birthday?
Oh well, I wouldn't be able to do that, Miss Perry, because of the time. Like Boaty can only do Monday evenings, and I've got to be here to take little Lemon to school. So yeah, that wouldn't be possible.
How's a little man getting on with school at the moment? If he's going.
Fantastic, absolutely fantastic, doing brilliantly, loving it. I couldn't ask for anything more. Thank you. Yeah, doing great.
What you want to do, if you're going to do a live, don't do it every Wednesday. Do it like maybe once a month for now, when you get round to it and see how you do.
I was thinking I might just do it on I was thinking I might do it on Wednesdays when it's possible. But every time Wednesday comes round, I'm shattered and I'm stressed and I don't want to. But yeah, I should just get on and do it on the first Wednesday that I feel like it.
But the night's going dark now as well.
Yeah. What did you have for dinner today, Mr. Parry, sir? Have you already said?
I had roast chicken today with chips and gravy.
You already told us. Were you not paying attention?
Yeah, it's coming back to me now.
Well, hopefully it's not coming back to him.
Think about Wednesday, I might have a roast beef again.
Oh, I had roast pork on Sunday. It was very nice, but nobody else wanted it. No one else liked it. So I've got all this roast pork in the fridge to eat every day for the next week now.
That's good. I get free meals from Tesco's on offer. Do you like roast dinner meals?
Ah, I see. Yeah. I might put some in some of Boaty's noodles tomorrow, actually. Bit of pork. I might put some pork in your noodles, Boaty.
I think you should also win the award for the most farts, because you said they're fart, then you
that's the fridge.
Or your poor fridge, you get the award for the blame.
It is the fridge door, I'm afraid. It's it misbehaves. What can I do?
Yeah, it's your meeting tomorrow, isn't it, for the what's going on in the restaurants, isn't it?
The architects come in to collect grass, yeah. Yeah, 10 o'clock.
Oh, that's good news. And the good thing is, anyway, even if it did, you don't have to readjust the architect anyway, but it'll pass anyway.
Hey, what? Sorry?
If for your plan permission, if it ever goes wrong, usually we have to change it slightly, and then it passes anyway.
Oh, okay. All right. That's handy, that. Cool.
Okay, no problem, sir. You have a good evening. What's left?
All right, buddy. You take care.
Nice to see you back again, Emma.
Thank you very much, Miss Parry, sir.
All right,
lovely to hear from you.
Bye-bye.
Catch you later. Boaty's plum, says matron, is desperately trying to get some lady action by running away from home. And live happily ever after, adds Diane. Jolly good, says 69 Cricket. John Studley wishes Carol Ann all the good luck in the world with her new adventures. I can't remember the other car, says matron. What was the one you drove me and Emma from the yard to Windy Bum in? That was Sir Richard and Lady Morris, known and loved as Dicker Dum Dum. And somebody asked me how he got on with his MOT today. Well,
I'm going for a wee while you do car news.
I can report, darlings, that I came away from the yard with Sir Richard and Lady Morris, and Sir Richard and Lady Morris had an MOT. He left the yard with an MOT. That's the good news. The not so good news is that, unbeknown to me, he arrived at the yard with an MOT. I put him in for MOT, and 10 minutes later, Mustard's phone rings, and they said, it's already got a bloody MOT. What have you put it in for? I put a card in for MOT when it's already got one. In my defence, I use an app where I put in all of the details of the vehicle, my vehicles, the fleet, the registration, so on, and it gives me certain alerts. And I got an alert. I can show you, just in case you think I'm fibbing, I can actually show you. Oh. That was a picture of Carol Ann, take me by surprise. Right, and if you look very closely at that picture, don't know if you can see, it says the MOT on Dicker Dum Dum is overdue and it expired on the 24th of October. So I took him in for him. Emma didn't turn her microphone off. God. Oh, dear. Are we going to hear the flush now?
That was the flush.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I did it on purpose to amuse you.
Oh, okay. Okay. So, yeah, so I put it in for MOT. We get the phone call. It's already MOT. The app was wrong. The car's MOT'd until February. So, there you go. There you go. You know, on the plus side, it didn't cost me £30 because it already had an MOT. So, Minge Bag is due an MOT by the 22nd. So I'll probably take Minge Bag for MOT next week, and then that's it until February for the next one. So it'll probably be another MOT next week, and then I will plan the first road trip to Snowdonia for 2 weeks. Excuse me, for 2 weeks today is the plan.
I'm so glad you kept Minge Bag.
Well, I can't necessarily keep it forever.
No, but for the time being.
I mean, it's not my car. It's a company car, so it's up for sale, and somebody can come along and buy it at any point. Now, if I get some money when the Airbnb starts going, then I'll buy it from the company because I don't want to lose Minge Bag. But that, you know, not guaranteed at the moment. Although obviously, you know, this time of year it's quite unlikely to sell.
Do you have anything else you want to say on that, or shall I continue with the comments?
No, you can carry on with the comments.
Adam Boland, I'm not sure if we've mentioned him, but he says well done, and he's clapping. Carol Ann says most definitely not doing OnlyFans, lol. And 69 Phuket says hates taking tablets. Yeah, but yeah, I agree. I get that, but you know, it's worth it if it improves other things. So good luck. Hey, says Adam Boland. 69 Phuket says, but identified with Boaty's video, so sought help. Oh, that's really lovely.
There's been, I haven't replied to the comments on that video yet. I haven't had a chance. But there have been some really lovely and amazing comments and feedback from that video. So I would like to just take the opportunity to thank everybody who's responded in any way. Some people wrote really lengthy, thoughtful, and thought-provoking comments. And some people were kind enough to say some lovely things about me and lovely things about the community. So thank you to each and every one of you, basically. And I will reply, as I always do, to each and every comment. You know that I reply to every single comment on my videos. And I will definitely reply to all of them. But I have read them all, even though I haven't replied as yet. And a lot of them were genuinely very moving indeed. So I really would like to thank you. And yeah, let's all keep our chins up, shall we? Or try to.
That's really nice that, just from that comment, you can see that your video has encouraged somebody to seek help. And that, even if it just helps one person, that's great. Put yourself out there, put your thoughts out there. People can understand, people can see that there's other people feeling the same. Because, you
Yeah.
can put yourself across on live streams, like, that you're, uh, just jolly casually just going through life without a care in the world. And it's nice for people to see a bit of what goes on behind that sometimes.
Well, both things are equally true, and I kind of addressed that in the video that you can have 4 seasons in one day. So that particular day, when I woke up, we've had a run of weather where it's been interminably wet and foggy and miserable here, and that will build up with you. Excuse me. So that was Saturday, wasn't it? And I woke up, looked out of the bedroom window, and it was just fog and whatnot. And you just think, oh God, and it kind of sets the tone for the day. And I did. I had a bit of a low day, but then you do what you need to do. You just said, okay, it's gonna be a bad day. I don't feel like doing this. I don't feel like doing that. I didn't feel like making brunch. I didn't feel like making a video, so I didn't. But then I thought, well, I should. This is how I'm feeling. Maybe I should just talk about that. I haven't done a video. I've got nothing to put out tomorrow, so as I've advised other people to do, if they're trying to do YouTube, then not that I'm in a place to advise anybody, because it's not like I'm successful. I wish I knew how to do YouTube better. But the one thing I do know is that you've got to put stuff out there. Certainly when you're small, to get people to invest in you, you've really got to put yourself out there. So if you've not been able to do a video or not felt able to do a video, then make a video explaining why you couldn't make a video. So it's something, so it's out there. So I thought, well, I'll take my own advice. And I just did a boring driving to work video, but I just spoke about it and it was all 100% true. But then, interestingly, then by the time I'd had the night at work, around people, around customers, I've been cheerful, professional, then you feel very differently then. And so it's like I say, it is 4 seasons in one day. The day was a bad one, but it ended well. So you were talking about the dichotomy between the live streams and the rest of life. Well, they are the dichotomy. It is dichotomized, but both are equally true and equally valid. I had a bad day, but it ended up really, really well. And as I say, that they are both true. So when you see me on the live stream, it's not me putting anything on. You've seen me down on live streams, but generally speaking, I don't stay down for long because I'm in the company of you guys. I'm relaxed. I have a glass of wine, which never does any harm. But it's mostly you guys. It's community, it's people, it's companionship, it's togetherness. It's a bit of caring, it's a bit of perspective, because other people's problems will always put your own situation into perspective. So, generally speaking, live streams are a happy thing. But yeah, just like everybody else, during the day it can be a very different matter. And I did address that in the video. I did say, let's see how I am after work. I suspect I'll be more positive. And interestingly, on that subject and the subject of the weather and the light and all of that. Now, on Saturday, when I woke up, it was about the fourth or fifth day of that mist, fog, greyness, and as soon as I woke up, there was like a switch that was thrown, and this is going to be a bad day, and I just really wasn't up for anything. Now, interestingly, Monday morning is normally when I am at my worst. It's normally when I'm knackered. I'm so tired after the weekend. I've had late nights with work and then with the live stream. Monday, all I want to do is rest, and it's a struggle to get up. It's a struggle to wake up. It's a struggle to get out of bed, and then it's a struggle to get packed and to leave the cottage to go out and do the day at the yard or whatever. This morning, when I woke up, there's been a complete change in the weather. A front had come in, and the sun was shining. Now, this is where it gets a little bit interesting. On Saturday, I was late out of bed. My body didn't want to wake up. I was late waking up. Didn't want to get out of bed. Blah blah blah. This morning, sun was shining, streaming in through my bedroom window. I woke up earlier than normal. I woke up at 8 o'clock, and I woke up properly, and I felt great. I felt optimistic, happy, looking forward to the day. And I'm sure that that was just the sunshine coming in through the window. And I was up and I came downstairs and I got on with things and I was happy and productive. I was early leaving the cottage today, properly prepared with everything and feeling absolutely great. So, I think that goes to show that your surroundings, they are massive contributory factors into your state of well-being, whether that's micromanaged on a temporary basis or more generally stretched over a day, a week, a month. So if you talk about the cumulative effect of a winter where you do have that litany of dark nights and the poorer weather and the cold and whatnot, then you can completely understand why that would lower the emotional bar in terms of how you felt on a daily basis and how you felt on a reactive basis and how you reacted to, as I said on the video, the slings and arrows that life will throw at you. So, but yeah, that's rambling on. But just a massive thank you to everybody for your response to that video, and I'm glad that I did it. It was a kind of a throwaway thought, something rather than nothing. But I did think, yeah, maybe this is how I'm feeling at the moment. I've not done something that I promised that I would do, the brunch video, and maybe I should just be honest. And I was, and apparently it's done a bit of good. So sorry for waffling on, but as I say, thank you for your reactions. And it's all gone quiet.
Yeah, I would turn to the comments, but I was just checking where we are. Yeah, 69 Forget says he hates taking tablets, but identified with your video, so sought help. So we read that part. Matron says, if it's helped you, it's probably helped a lot more people. Thank you for speaking up. And 69 Forget says, it's why I'm here, for feck's sake. So wow, yeah. Adam Boland says, Jesus, I've keep wiggle. just in case anyone didn't know. Matron says, oh, that's why I thanked you. I'd hug you if you were here, 69 Phuket. And he says, he or she says, that'd be nice. Oh.
Matron does give a good hug.
Oh yeah, if you're gonna hug any member of the community, Matron is the one. You might get lost in the bosom and take a while to find your way out, but oh my god, you know, it'd be like hugging a couple of Premier pillows.
It's a goodly bosom.
A goodly bosom, yeah. Matron is the community goodly bosom. The news about John's growth has pretzeled me so hard I'm wearing my bunghole as a ponytail elastic, says Matron. So yeah, sorry about that, Matron. Peter P says, trying to win an award, Tracy. Andrew Buttergeek says, I've got a rather large skin tag, I think, but it's very dark and in a sensitive place. Oh dear, quack time, says 69 Phuket. Michael Potter says, I can't wait to see your movie. Oh, it's someone putting their bin out outside. I wonder what the noise was. And then says, are you guys farmhouse? No. Oh, famous. I thought it said farmhouse. Are we famous? No. Well, I'm not. Boaty's related to Nigel Farage, though, so kind of related. Kind of famous. Batman Ruben says, what parts are up for grabs on Hello Hello? Oh, gosh. Quite a lot
have a look
of them, actually.
Yeah, have a look in the Facebook group. I put a complete list of the parts that are available.
Most of the male parts, I think, are. One of the airmen has been taken by Peter P. Boaty is Rene Artois and maybe Hair Flick or maybe someone else. But most of the male parts are. So, yeah. And what you'll be required to do if you want to take a part is just recite your lines onto a voice note, which we will then collate into a YouTube video with the original pictures or something like that, but with the different voices over the top, something like that. We haven't really worked it out, to be fair. Dan Sturdy says, I did volunteer and I have started writing it, but I had two other ideas. Number one, the same as Boaty, and number two, a version of Whose Line Is It Anyway? Carol C is reminding you it is wine time, so we're half an hour behind on the comments. Look up Tag Band, says Matron. She's got one and it's amazing, yeah. Get a tag band for your warts and all. John Studley says, I don't feel pain, Matron, so it didn't hurt me. Oh. He won't be wanting one of your spanking sessions then, will he? Because it won't be effective. Peter P says, Captain Horseradish says, Hair Flick. Oh, no, I don't know. Not for Hair Flick. Don't think so. One of the Germans, maybe. 69 Phuket says, holding one's plums, Andrew Buttergeek, get it checked. Giant Sturdy says, I need all the parts that are included. Andrew Buttergeek says, thanks, Matron. Might be a tad large for that. Probably need a doctor to have a look. Can I be Helga's bra, says Batman Ruben. Do you think we're the baddies, says 69 Phuket. And then it was Wine O'Clock. Dan Sturdy says, not all covered at the moment. Hair Flick is my current version. All right. Peter P says, Boaty von Smallhausen. 69 Phuket says, to be fair, Emma seems teetotal. And I am, indeed. Well, apart from when I went to Llandudno and had a very lemonaded down glass of whatever Boaty was having. But yeah, apart from that, yeah, teetotal. Teetotal unless I'm in an Airbnb in Llandudno. Oh, that was loud. Norwich Street finds 2,789 is a car, says Peter P. Is there life in Peckham, says Andrew Buttergeek. The Spiral Carpet, says 69 Phuket. Helga is also in the current version, says Diane. Is she single, says 69 Phuket. Yes, I am indeed, 69 Phuket. Matron's answered that question anyway, she's good at that. Diane Sturdy says, the mystery of the flashing nubs is the current title. Oh, God, says 69. Interested in purchasing the drawing of Emma behind her? Please contact the artist. So Matron's put out the link if anybody wants this amazing drawing of me. Emma hit the spider with Little Joe. No, I didn't. I haven't, in real life, I haven't seen Little Joe. I suspect Boaty's secretly disposed of Little Joe somewhere.
I've completely... It's over there. I was going to say I've forgotten where I put it, but it's over there.
We need to think what to do with that, because it's just sitting there doing nothing.
There you go.
I think the next visitor to your guest cupboard should get to enjoy that, whoever that might be.
Okay.
Emma would annoy me back to life, says 69. Okay. Nah, she's cool, says 69. Oh, thank you. You'll grow to like me. I can remember. I remember on one of the first live streams I did with you, Boaty, Barry Scrotter wrote something like, I used to really hate Emma, but I quite like her now. I think I grow on people.
Like a ward.
You're like a bad rat.
I liked you from the first sentence.
Oh, which was but you ain't expecting to hear from me tonight, were you, Jason? That's the first sentence I ever spoke to him.
Really threw me.
For good reason, without me tracksuit bottoms. Anyway, enough of that. Everyone's probably sick of that. Oh, I didn't see Stratospherian arrive, that he or she arrived and waved, because I can see people saying hello. Sorry, I missed that out. I better shut up, says 69. No, freedom of speech. You can say whatever you like here. We're fine with it. Buddy announces, last time I was on the live stream, I drank a full bottle of Sainsbury's Rioja Blanco on Boaty's recommendation. It went down really well, but had a thick head the following day.
Well, hang on. To be fair, I recommended the wine. I didn't recommend that you drink the whole bottle.
Yeah. Although he's probably just following your lead.
Yeah.
Every time you poured in a glass, he was probably topping up as well. Boaty's a seasoned drinker. You shouldn't try and keep up with him. Alan Simpson says, Madame et Monsieur, la Lemon est de retour. Greetings, honorable, and lovely to see les deux hosts. Les deux hosts. Can't remember how you say that. Yeah, because you say that if it's an X, don't you? And it's, whatever.
Yeah, so considering that you don't speak a second language, that was pretty damn good French pronunciation.
Well, I did have an A in my French GCSE, so I sort of understand how some bits of it go. I mean, I couldn't really speak it. Why are you housebound, Emma? Personal circumstances, 69. It's not. I've not got a disability or anything.
Sorry, that just made me laugh. Personal circumstances, 69. Yeah, I'd stay in the house too if that was on offer.
Yeah, okay, I can see why that tickled you. People are saying hi to Alan. See if I'm going to cough. Matron says, and this is a private joke between us. Pork party at Emma's, says Alan Simpson. Porkage, says Peter P. Cup of soup in cheese sandwiches, says 69. Get some pork on your fork, says Andrew. Well, Boaty would just be happy to have the fork, to be honest, wouldn't he? You know what happens if he doesn't get a proper fork?
I don't know. You know, the odd fork here and there.
Boaty, I have to say, I remember commenting on it at the time. Excuse me. You know when we had the lunch at the Great Orme in Llandudno, and I had a jacket potato, and they gave me a plastic knife and fork, and I really, really struggled to cut the jacket potato with them. So yeah, I would have really been. Yours was okay because I think you just had sausage and chips. That's nice and easy. But I remember sitting there really oh, it's really hard to cut this potato. So I'm totally with you. You know, you do need proper cutlery.
Thank you.
I was with you all the way on that argument.
And I appreciated your support, and I've worn it regularly.
And I thought, right, let's go and find some proper research, and I found that video of the original time you'd gone with Mustard saying, "You can't really eat this with this kind of fork, can you, Bertie?" And
exactly.
I thought, you need to see this. So yeah, definitely all the way. At Enigma Spa. Get some pork on your fork at Enigma Spa, says Peter P. That's going to be famous. That's going to be the Boaty's World official knocking shop, isn't it?
I should be on commission. I should be on
Yeah.
commission for that
You've
place.
now got a Boaty's World community knocking shop.
Yeah, I might
The
nip in
official
and see them. And I'll organise a discount code and get them to sponsor the live streams.
Well, I think you should get a big banner outside it saying something like, you know, official community knocking shop of Boaty's World.
Yeah, they
Brilliant.
kind of don't advertise that they're a knocking shop. That's how these things work.
Or
It's
you could just
just,
say something like, as seen on Boaty's World, have that above it.
I'm not sure how closely I want to be associated with a brothel, to be honest.
Don't say I'm not trying to help your channel improve.
Well, God knows nothing else I've tried has worked, so I suppose taking a brothel on as a main channel sponsor might be an option.
My chat is shot to the end, so I'm just scrolling up. I'm nearly there, right? Oh gosh. Oh right, hang on, we're nearly there. We're nearly. Oh, Enigma Spa. There we go. Chris Heatherly says, "Can you turn that picture around behind you so I can see the front?" People have said that to me before. If you want to purchase it, Matron's put the link in the channel, in the chat box rather. I can't speak tonight. You can tell I've had a flustery day. I keep on losing the plot. Oh, I like a cheese sarnie with soup, especially if it's tomatoey soup, says Matron. Aye, says 69. Alan says, my wife's idea of a treat is a cup of soup and a cheese sandwich. She's easily pleased. Bodes well for me.
Indeed.
And the drawing in front, says Peter P. Oh, I drew that for little Lemon. He wanted me to draw a hedgehog one day, but I thought it might be fun to put it there. Carol C says, excuse me, I'm burping. She didn't say that. Excuse me. I also like a cheese sandwich with soup or a cheese scone. A nice alternative. Do you say scone or scone, Boaty?
I would say scone. I don't know if that's correct though.
Yeah, I don't know if it's correct either, but I chop and change. I don't know what's correct. What is every? Well, they can't type what they say, can they? Because they all will just type SCONE. They can't. I was going to ask the community. Dicka Dum Dum. Yes, that's it. I knew that I had been in no less than 3 of your cars, Boaty. No fewer, Matron,
Fewer.
is
Correct.
the proper way to say. Matron is a writer, and it always gets me when she says no less or something like that. You know, there were less. Oh, I can't think of an example, but yeah, fewer is the word there, Matron. I'm being facetious
12
now.
items or less, or 6 items or less is the usual example, isn't it?
Yeah.
Should be fewer.
Yeah. Yep. She's probably going to be annoyed with me now for correcting her. She'll spank me later.
I was going to do it anyway. Literally took the words out of my mouth.
Ah, we're on the same page, aren't we, Boaty?
Totally.
Just like we both learnt to sing "They're Coming to Take Me Away" backwards.
Yeah.
We're getting Nicholas directly when we don't learn changes to factors. First of all, for music, nah. It's the only bit I can remember.
Totally true. Totally true.
At least Dick Dum Dum got a good run and some V6 splendor, says Alan.
Yeah, and he needed it, to be fair. So, yeah, I don't regret today. In fact, I'm calling today a positive. I didn't have to pay for an MOT. It would have failed the MOT, as it happens, because the windscreen washer motor has packed up. But I've got 3 months to sort that now. So it's all worked out okay.
Peter P would like to know if Matron has been in Nigel, and she says, I haven't. I bent over it. What? Oh, I bent over into his back end once. Ooh, Carol C says, I thought it was washing of hands. Oh my God, says Andrew. Hope Emma doesn't do a number 2. Oh, I went to the toilet, didn't I? Actually, thinking back when we went to Millstone Road with Joe, I think we went in the 45 V6, says John Studley. 69 says, first car was Cavalier. I'm not going to be able to pronounce all this. 2.0 IGLS Ingalls. E635KEH. Ran it round Todmorden. illegally. Are you in the north, 69? Because you've mentioned a couple of things like Todmorden, and there's something
He's
else.
from Manchester, but he lived in
Okay.
Tottenham for 4 years.
Oh right, okay. Oh, that's interesting. We have family in the Halifax kind of area, Calderdale.
Yeah, your dad was from Mysore.
Royd. Yeah.
Yeah. But
I
if
love
I remember, you spent a lot of holidays in Hebden Bridge and around there. So not
Yeah.
quite Todmorden, but it's still Calderdale, isn't it, at the end of the
Well,
day?
we would always, whenever we went on holiday, we would stay in Hebden Bridge. We would meet up with our family who were in Mythenroyd, but we would always go to Todmorden, Eptonstall, Haworth. We would go to Keighley. Keighley? Can't remember how to pronounce that one. But we would always go to those places every time. It's like, are we gonna go to Eptonstall again and look at the ruins and run across the gravestones? We had some
And
fun
you never
holidays.
made it to Studley Pike, did you? But you always got
No,
excited when you could see it up on the top.
we would go on the moors. We would always go to the moors. Oh, no, Matron's sending me a message. She might be reminding me of something. Oh, okay. I'm not quite sure what she's saying to me there, but hey. Sorry, Matron, I don't know what you mean. Yeah, we would always go on the moors and we could always see it in the distance. And I always wanted to go to it, but we never went. But I have seen YouTube videos where people have gone up inside it. And I mean, it's probably not that exciting, but you know.
I think it's probably because your parents preferred the pub. They preferred the idea of going to the pub rather than going to Studley Pike.
Well, when I'd only ever been to Wales once in my life before I went with you, and it was to Llangollen, something like that, however you pronounce it. Llangollen. Anyway, we went there, and from our hotel there was this hill, and I was saying, "Can we go and see what's over that hill? Can we go and see what's over that hill?" And my parents said, "Yeah, we could do that tomorrow. We'll do that tomorrow." And when we went out the next day, we went on a long walk in a different direction, went to lots of pubs. And then I said, we still haven't gone over that hill. Oh, we can do that tomorrow. And the next day, we again went on a long walk back to all the other pubs that we'd been to the day before, I think. And I never got to know what was over that hill. So all I have is memories of my parents taking me on holiday and going to pubs and never managed to reach these places that I really, really wanted to look at. Studley Pike being one of them. So
Talking about pubs, you did stay in the White Lion a few times, didn't you?
yeah, and that's where we used to stay in Hebden Bridge. We
Yeah.
used to stay. It was, I mean, Hebden Bridge now is a really trendy place, really different to what it was like when we used to go there. But yeah, it was nice. I tell you what, though, one of my main memories of staying in the White Lion at Hebden Bridge is that Tracy put the film Threads on the television, and me and her, while my parents were down in the bar, so we were alone in our hotel room watching Threads. I was probably about 7 years old. That is the most horrific film I've ever. It scarred me, Tracy. Scarred me. Why did you make me watch Threads in Yorkshire? Oh, it's a horrible film. Have you ever seen that film, Boaty, Threads?
No.
Do you know what it is?
Yeah. It's it was the nuclear aftermath in Sheffield, wasn't it?
Yeah. It's so horrible. Like, because it's horrible, obviously, because you know it's something that could really happen, and at the time, you know, there was a threat that could happen. So that's why it's creepy and horrible. But anyway, actually, John Studley says, I've read that one. Sorry. Alan Simpson said, I love that there was a rush of water as Boaty sat down. That's got to worry a chap. The days before cameras, says 69. Though I'm from Manchester, I lived in Pod for 4 years, says 69. Maybe that's what Matron was referencing when I said something about that. Andrew says, the things we used to do before cameras everywhere, 69. He says, indeed. My and Emma's father was from Mythenroyd. He spent many holidays in Hebden Bridge. But not quite Todd, but still Calderdale. Were you reading that, Boaty, when you said it?
Yeah.
I thought that's very word perfect to what you'd say. Calderdale massive, says 69. You're welcome. Lots to be proud of with the community you facilitate.
Thank
Studley
you, Alan.
Park.
Could I just say that Alan left a really long, really thoughtful, lovely comment, and that was one of the really moving ones that I was referencing. That So, and he left it twice because the first one disappeared, and it's not there twice, Alan. It's only the second one. So I'm glad you made the effort to leave it a second time because it was just lovely, lovely, lovely to read. Thank you very much.
It's also quite useful as well for you, Boaty, that when you're feeling like that in the future, you can go back and read those comments.
Yeah.
And anybody else who feels like that too. Was it Hebden Bridge where the eccentric auntie lived? Oh yes, never been, but it was always a highlight when we could see it. Oh, let's talk about Studley Park. Captain Horseradish should come from Studley Park. That'd work well, wouldn't it? It's a fair hike, but worth it, says 69. Oh right, it is worth it then. Oh, we'll have to go there, Boaty. You could make one of my dreams come true, one of my childhood dreams come true, if we're ever up in that area.
Okay. That could be a secret project thing.
Oh yeah. Oh God, that would be really good, wouldn't it? Do you mean like?
Yeah.
Oh,
exactly.
I'm excited now. Yeah, that could be really good. Yes. Do you mean like? People are thinking, what's that? Someone's going to strangle someone up at Studley Park. She's still alive and in her 80s, says Matron. Yep, she is. Carol C says, I saw the sun today for the first time in 2 weeks. Oh, lovely. Emma, please do it. It's all you prison lesbians. In our aunt's voice. There we go. I've done it for you. That's how my aunt in Yorkshire speaks. It's all you prison lesbians in Hebden Bridge these days, Peter P says, that's the one. Chris Heatherly says, me too. But it's because I took my pants off. What was that reference to? Oh, seeing the sun. That was it. That's the moon, isn't it? Everyone else saw the moon when you saw the sun. I always wanted to get up there. Our parents wanted the pub. There we go. That's what Boaty was reading everything Matron said and pretending he was knowledgeable, pretending he'd paid interest to anything I was saying in the past, but he was just reading Matron's comments.
I listened to you and your sister in the car that day.
I know. You're just getting a recap from Matron's comments. I know you listen, Boaty, because sometimes I think you haven't been listening, and then you come out with something I've said previously. I think, oh God, I don't remember telling you some stuff.
There you are. You see,
Boaty's very astute. You don't think he's noticing or listening, but he's noticing and listening really well. I lived in Bradford and Leeds for many years, says Buddy Anon, and loved visiting Hebden Bridge often at weekends. Oh, we used to love going there, me and Facey. We also liked when we went to Halifax and we went to the Peace Hall. They had some really interesting little shops there. We didn't go there very often, I don't think. Oh, God. We stayed a few times in the White Lion, says Matron. Which Boaty obviously read as well a minute ago. I'd go to a pub up there if Emma was there, says 69. Oh, interesting. Well, I'm annoying. Are you warming a little to me now, 69? Well, never say never, says Matron. Buddy Anon says, yeah, I remember the White Lion. John Studley says, I can relate to Boaty's depression as I do suffer with it quite bad. As most of you know, I've had it really bad for 5 months or so, and I do struggle in general with life. There's a lot of people who do, and like you would be really surprised how many people do have it because they can put out a certain image, but you just don't know what's going on, behind the scenes, behind closed doors.
You don't.
69 wants to tell you that you drink too much, and that it doesn't help with depression. Boaty's well adjusted to it, though. That's the thing, I think. Dehydration, he says, won't be helping. He drinks a lot of water and other things during the day. That's the thing. Boaty doesn't spend all day drinking. It's not like he's like having like a load of beers at the pub at lunchtime and he's coming home and having he is because he comes home from work late at this time, but he's not somebody who drinks all day.
No, I have the correct amount of wine when the day is done and I've got nothing else on other than hanging out with you guys, and it works wonders. Now, I will freely admit that I used to drink too much, but I knocked that on the head a long time ago, and it made a massive difference in my life, and I wished I'd done it sooner.
Here we go. Methane Bomb asks, is this Harry Potter? People often say that. Isn't that strange? They sometimes say, is this a seance? Is this Harry Potter? Are you casting spells? I don't think by looking at us on the screen here, it looks like we... Oh, it's the candle, perhaps.
Now, all they're doing is they're just surfing. They're not hanging about. They're not looking. They're doing the scrolly thing on the vertical reel, and they're just leaving a meaningless comment. And by the time we read it, they'll have long gone.
Well, Matron says, yes, welcome to Hogwarts. In a way, yes, there's 69. Peculiar dreams are us. Hairy Boaty and the Wayward Plums. I like, says Chris Heatherly. Professor Bunghole and his potions, says Peter P. Plums, says Chris Heatherly. Yes, Peter P, says Andrew. Lee is here. Hello all. Hi Lee, nice of you to drop in. People saying hi to Lee. Oh, matrons. Said James laugh, says 69. People saying hi to Lee. Oh, Andrew Buttergig would love a hug from matron because he likes them big, I tell you. Do a dance, says Kendrick Jarvis. I'm sure that Kendrick pops in every Monday to ask us to do a dance. He must think it's Strictly Come Dancing. I do indeed laugh like Sid James, crossed with Betty Rubble, says matron. Hi, says Kendrick. Come to the UK, Andrew. There's a hug waiting for you, says matron. I popped in at the right time, talking plums, escaping plums, says Lee. Do a flip, says Kendrick, who says that again every Monday. Says, no one could do the Sid James laugh, says 69. He's dead. Okay, for tax purposes, says matron. Oh, Betty, Boaty's done a whoopsie in the parlour. Oh, Betty, says Andrew. Peter P says you've got 6,730 subs.
Oh,
Tracy.
Yeah, picked up some from that video. Yeah, so I am on. Let's have a look. Oh, I picked up another one. 6,738.
And can I say that during this live stream so far, I have gained 1 subscriber. Thank you very much, whoever you are. And if anybody else would like to subscribe to my YouTube channel, it's Emma Lemon with the 2 N's here. Thank you very much.
There you
go. A doctor burnt my skin tag off, says Tracy. Lee says, walking is the only thing that clears up the black dog for me. And that and lots of mowing. Yeah, walking it was a suggestion that's put out. And I would agree with that. Going for nice walks in nice scenery, no matter what the weather, even though it's winter, as long as you've got the right clothes on, you're warm, waterproof, whatever, right footwear, get out and still enjoy nature, even if it's blooming freezing. Tie skin tags with a fishing line, tie it around and leave. Drops off eventually, says Lee. Send it to Big Joe, says Peter P about Little Joe. 69 says, Emma, I do like that picture behind you. It's an Eye of Horus with a twist. Andrew says, wear Little Joe's a necklace, Boaty. Who needs gold chains? Oh, Carol Ann says, oh, Emma, I think you're lovely. What was that? What did I do? What, I need to do it again, whatever. Oh, my God. Emma is very lovely, Carol Ann, says Andrew. Hands off, she's mine, says 69. Former orderly Q, lads. Oh, what did I do to make people think I was lovely? I must do it again.
It's probably when somebody was saying that you wind them up and...
Oh. Well, thank you very much, guys, for thinking I'm lovely. That's nice. Oh, I'll go all sentimental in a minute. And
I think you're lovely.
Oh, Boaty.
We all do. We all do.
So nice.
We all love you to bits.
Thank you very much. Thank you, everybody who's saying lovely things about me. The line starts behind me, says Andrew. Oi, Andrew, get in line, says Peter P. Gosh, can you guys come over to England? They're all too far away from me, all these people who want me. Exactly why. Life ain't fair. Girls have the red button, says 69. Was it the band Enigma who did the song Return to Innocence? This Enigma doesn't sound so innocent, says
It's
Alan of your favourite shop, Boaty.
it's not my favourite shop.
The community shop. Excuse me.
Matron says ladies only have the red button because men hand it to them, and I totally agree with that. And 69 Freakout says, explain, please. Bet you can't. I damn well could, and I think Matron could as well. And Matron says there would be no market for ladies of the night if men didn't want their services. Absolutely true. The fastest baked good in the world, says Alan, scone. Ernie, he was the fastest one in the West, says Andrew. Thank you for the correction. Fewer stroke less was one thing I didn't learn at school, and it's my nemesis, admits Matron. Captain Caveman, says 69, would grab 'em by the hair. Back to the cave. Those days are gone, my dear chap. But he's not condoning that. Captain Caveman, says Andrew. Haven't seen that for years.
Captain Caveman!
I'm just going to do a quick mic swap. My battery is running low.
Okay, I shall take over for a second then. Keithley is pronounced Keithley, says Matron. 69 says, stayed in Keithley too. Bronte country. It's a shithole. Sorry, but it is. That's what he says. Andrew says, didn't Poppy and Cabbage Line go to Studley Pike? Oh, did they? Oh, they've been there first. We need to go there so that we can say we've been where Poppy and Cabbage Line have been. Simone popped in. She says, hey, and people are saying hi to Simone. Oh, I hope you're well, Simone. Threads is very traumatizing, says Peter B. Yeah, Threads caused me nightmares, says Diane. Yeah, me too. And then just as I got over it, they showed it to us at school. Diane Sterling, I've read that one. Caused her nightmares. Words and pictures, says 69. My mate Dazel worked the door at the trades club, but he resigned because it's too dangerous. Hebden's getting boozy, says 69. That aunt impression sounded like Jane McDonald experiencing a stuck poo, says Alan. He's alert, says 69. Don't forget channel memberships, Boaty.
Yeah, I was just about to interrupt you to say, let's do the channel memberships before we hit midnight. So I will now gift, completely free of charge, 5 channel memberships, which will last for 1 month. And nobody will know that you were gifted them. It'll make no difference. You will still get all of the perks that channel members get who actually pay for it.
Turn on your doings.
Hey?
I'm just saying to them, turn on your doings.
Yeah, turn on your doings. This is a gift from me. It's my little bit of thanks to you. So here we go. Are you ready? Okay. 5 memberships going now. And they have gone to...
Who's got them?
Sean James Cameron. Exploring with Ben and Sam.
Oh, nice people.
Damien Eves. Name Me -1. And finally, Mark on Motoring. Really happy with those.
Congratulations, guys. You can now enjoy all the perks that Boaty's channel has to offer, including you can stay at Windy Bum and you can have a meticulously planned breakfast.
Yes, Momo.
Oh, every time you mention Momo, did you see that thing? I looked locally to see if any of the local takeaways and restaurants do Momo, and I only found that vegetarian one. I'm still tempted to try it, though.
Yeah, well, if our plans come off, then there are going to be visits. So I will just bring you a really good stock.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, brilliant. Oh, this is good. Oh, it'd be worth it then. Absolutely worth doing the secret project just to get regular supply of Momo.
There you go. And Pocahontas 100 has very kindly also gifted a membership. And thank you very much indeed for that. And that one has gone to IBD Warrior. These memberships are going to really, really good people.
Do you know what? I'm going to gift one as well now.
Oh.
Why not?
Exciting
Why
times.
not? Right, hang on. I've got to go into it on my phone. So yeah, I'm going to gift a membership. Just one, because I'm not rich. So let's see. Where we go. Membership gifting. One membership. Yeah, I agree to that. One membership. Buy it. Here we go. Ready. Oh, I've got to put my password in. It's a tense moment, isn't it?
It is. It is.
I'll tell you when it's gone. Well, you'll see it, won't you?
I will.
I've got the swirling thing going on my screen, and payment successful. Right, it should be coming now.
Here it comes. And it's going to, it's going to 2345 BCDE. A new name, but that's quite cool. A new name. So welcome to channel membership, and hopefully you obviously watch the videos and watch the live streams, and hopefully you, now being a channel member, you will introduce yourself and become a more I'm going mad. Stop
interactive.
it.
Well, you can see what's
Yeah.
going on, on the all the members only videos and stuff, because there's a lot there, isn't
Indeed.
there?
Yeah,
And
there
there's
are
lots of
now.
other
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, enjoy everybody who's got the memberships. So it's 7 new memberships tonight. So enjoy.
Exciting.
And all gone to some really nice people, so that's good. So 69 says he or she is definitely warming to me, which is really lovely. That's really nice, actually, because when I hear that I annoy people, I'm quite a sensitive person, and I don't deal too well with criticism. So if people don't like me, I do feel a little bit like, I didn't mean to upset them. But when they say that they're warming to me, it makes me feel a little bit nice. So thank you for saying that.
Don't even think about the people. Don't even think about a negative comment.
Well,
right?
I'm
You're
new
part
still,
of the
aren't
community. You know that we all adore you. You know that people miss you when you're not here. Right? The odd person coming in and saying something for effect, forget about it. They're just having a bad day.
Well, I'm still new to this YouTube thing, so I need to grow that backbone a bit more, I think, first.
You do. You do. If I listened to what people said about me, I wouldn't bloody well be doing this.
Although sometimes people finding you annoying and things like that can be good for the channel, because they find you that annoying they can't stop coming back to see if you're doing anything else that annoys them.
That is
I've
true.
noticed. I follow quite a few, well, not follow them that much, but I watch quite a few like female middle-aged vloggy people, and you get people on there criticizing, why did you buy that, why did you do this, and it's like they all start having an argument about it, and this person, I find them really annoying, and it's like, well, you keep on coming back to say they're annoying, so you're obviously coming back to. Did you just pop? Was that the wine fridge I heard there?
No, I just did this.
Okay. Anyway.
Dropped it on the counter.
Did you now? Dropping it on the counter. You shouldn't be lobbing it out while we're doing a live stream.
Really?
People with depression are usually, really. People with depression are usually good actors, says Diane. It's true. Yeah, we can mask. People can mask very well. 69 says all the world is a stage. Andrew says comedians too, Diane. Yeah, there's been too many comedians, haven't we? That haven't there that have been lost to the mental, turmoils. Andrew said, did I miss Boaty slipping £1 in the box? No, you haven't. And what a good prompt. Boaty, be a good boy and pound that box, please. I'll continue reading the comments. Andrew says, yes, Diane, take Robin Williams. So funny about crippling depression. Yeah. I better sub then, huh? Said 69. I hope you don't mind me calling you 69, by the way. If it bothers you, I can call you by your full title.
No, he called himself that.
Oh, okay. I'm ticking now. Peter P says, being a comedian is no laughing matter. Diane Sturdy says, that's right, Andrew. Very sad. John Studley says, I've now got 101 subs, so I'm so happy with the support you give my channel and me in general. Yeah, congratulations, John. That's fantastic. And I think you misunderstood my comment on the Boaty's World Facebook group when you announced that. I said, are you going to do a celebratory live stream? I think you thought I said celebrity. But I think that would be quite a nice thing to do if you fancied it. And
I
also,
agree.
I'm looking for guests for my Wednesday night live. I'd quite often to have a guest on to interview. And all you need is to be able to, I think you probably need an iPhone because we've worked out Android doesn't like doing joint live streams. But I'd really like to, have a guest on that I could chat to, interview. It won't be anything horrible, but just, something a bit different. If anybody, John or anybody fancies being a guest on my Wednesday night live stream, you can email me, and my email address is the@Emmalemon with 2 N's @outlook.com. What is it? Is it outlook.com? I think. Anyway, if you look at my YouTube channel, I've got the email address on there as well. I'd quite like to do that. So yeah, congratulations, John. Andrew Buttergeek says, oh, thanks, Trace. I thought I'd missed it. Thanks for the invite for a big hug. Well done, John, says Andrew. 69 says, you can tell a girl you'll love them and they blank you. It's so sad. Really? Mind you, Boaty asked girls to marry him and they blank him.
Happens all
We've
the
had
time.
Bernard, Caroline. Oh, poor Boaty.
Yeah, I proposed the other night in all good faith. Never heard a word.
Yeah, Caroline, I don't know if you're still here, but did you watch? I don't know. She might not have even watched that live stream. Caroline,
Well,
the other
if
night.
you hadn't extended, she wouldn't have.
Oh, God. Oh well, you get used to it though. But by now you're used to it, aren't you? Being ignored when you propose to people.
Yeah, it's all about perseverance. You just keep going.
It's the same as we were just saying about, you get used to on YouTube people being mean to you. You also get used to having your proposals ignored, not rejected, just ignored. Poor Boaty.
Oh.
If anybody would like to marry Boaty, please let him know.
No. I'm persevering. I'm persevering. I have no doubt that it's the ladies can be a little bit flighty. They can, there's the thrill of the chase and all of that. And of course, they need to know that you are a decent chap and that you are sincere with your intention. So I shall persevere.
You're going to wear her down, are you, Boaty?
Yeah, basically, that's the plan. I shall nag her to the altar.
Right, where were we? Yeah, the bit about you tell a girl you love her and she'll blank you. Community knocking shop, Andrew is laughing at. Matron has sent me a message, so just check what she's saying. Oh, Caroline is still in the chat, says Matron. So there we go. Caroline, you're still here. Did you watch the video, the live stream the other night where Boaty did a proper proposal to you? And if not, never mind. Oh, someone's gifted a membership. Oh! Look who got it!
Ah!
Congratulations! We were just talking about you as well. Oh, that must be an omen. I was talking about the fact you proposed to her and she immediately got a membership.
Well, there you go, you see.
You're now Caroline, do you know that the membership perks mean that you have to accept Boaty's proposals if he proposes to you? That's one of the membership perks.
I did it twice the other night. How many times have I got to do it?
No, I'm saying the membership perk is that she has to accept.
Oh, right.
If you're a member and Boaty proposes to you, you're obligated to accept the proposal. So, yeah.
Well, that opens some interesting possibilities, doesn't it?
Why do you fancy proposing to John Studley? Because he's a member.
I'll keep him as my reserve if Yvette doesn't turn up for the ceremony.
Because you know he is now Melanie, so you know.
Oh God!
And he's cut his skin tag off, so he's officially, you know, available.
Don't
Anyway,
say any more things like that.
I'm not even drinking. I'm losing the plot. Honestly, I've had such a stressful time that I don't think I can think a thought clearly anymore. So,
Bless you. How are
apologies,
you
everybody.
feeling now? Serious question. How are you feeling now? Has this
Oh
helped?
yeah, well, as I always say, I always feel the live streams, whether I'm on the screen or whether I'm just watching you, gazing at you longingly from my bed. I always feel that the live streams are like popping down the pub with a bunch of mates. That's what I feel like when you go into the live stream, you're walking in, you're looking and seeing who's here. Oh, they're here tonight. Oh, they're here. And then you sit down and you have a good old chat. And, you know, that's always a nice thing to do. So it is like doing that. And I lead a life, as Boaty knows, and some people know, but not everybody knows. I lead a life where at the moment I'm stuck. I can't have a proper social life. And that means that these live streams are really valuable to me because I feel like I've got one. I think about people. That's funny, isn't it? I go through my days and I think about people I know from here as if I know them, you know, intimately. No, not intimately, but as if I know them in real life.
No, I totally get that. I totally get that, and yeah, I do the same.
Yeah, and I don't even
And
know
I
what
know
some of
that
them
other
look like.
people do the same as well, because people will leave messages for me during the day, or there'll be comments on the video. So I think we all do it. I think that somehow between us we've managed to cobble together something that's genuinely a good thing.
It's funny
And
because some people I don't even know what they look like, but I'll be thinking, oh, I wonder how they're getting on with this. It's funny, isn't it? But I do value it a lot, you know, in the current situation I've got, and I think hopefully a lot of other people do.
well, certainly me, I'm just really grateful to be allowed to be a part of it. I
It's
mean,
your
if
channel.
it wasn't me that started it and hosted it, then I'd probably been turfed out by now. We
So
have a
thank you to Boaty for starting it.
oh, not at all, not at all. We have a voice massage. Here we go. Are you ready?
Fuck you, and your trumpet, and your tambourine. Thank you.
I think
Interesting.
Captain Horseradish should respond to that.
I'm not quite sure what Captain Horseradish would say in response to that. Oh, I'm trying to decide whether it's a really stupid idea or an interesting idea to do a channel, either a channel or just bring Captain Horseradish onto my channel. Like, for
Bring him
example,
onto your channel.
well, that's what I was thinking. But am I going to annoy people with that? If one day I'm saying, look at this thing I've cooked or bought in the shop and I'm all lovely, and then the next minute Captain Horseradish pops up. But for example, Peter P said, excuse me, a little while back, he said he would quite like me to do a video showing Aldi. You know, he wants to see what Aldi looks like. And I've been thinking I might do that. But then I thought, hang on, Captain Horseradish could make it more interesting, you know, because his face is always going to be right up against the camera like that, and he'll be walking around Aldi showing. I just thought that sort of thing could be quite amusing. But
You need to go back to what I told you right when you first started the channel, and all you need to do is explain, because then you can do absolutely anything.
right.
So
Yeah.
if you want to put Captain Horseradish in there, then then it just needs a little bit of explanation. You know, I did these live streams. I got to know this guy, Captain Mustard. I developed Captain Horseradish as a pastiche of him, and he might be popping up on my videos periodically in the future. And that's
I
all
could
you
do
need
that
to
on
do.
I could do that on some like of the daily video type of things, or I could mention it a few times before, couldn't I? And then when he
You
pops
can
up,
do
people will be like,
you can do anything you like.
yeah.
You know, you've got an all-encompassing channel there, but don't split it into different channels. It just never works.
Well, no,
It's
I
a,
just think I wouldn't have the time. Like Matron said, oh, it could just be like a hobby channel, but I don't want a hobby channel. If I'm gonna put the effort into making videos, I want it to be all one thing. I don't want it just to be a channel where I just occasionally post some random nonsense, because there's no point in my view. I want it to be like, I mean, on my channel, I do these things, these live streams, but then also I do other things on my channel. I want it to be, I don't know. That's the thing, my brain struggles with, I haven't got a niche. So, there'd be a bit of everything. There'd be a bit of Captain Horseradish, but then I might be doing a bit of shopping, which appeals to that sort of, or,
yeah, well,
home stuff. And then,
that's the niche, isn't it? And without realizing it, you've taken Sean's advice. Now, Sean said to me ages ago, he said, use your name as your channel title, because then it's just you and it doesn't matter whatever you put it. And I kind of did that. Yeah, when I rebranded my channel and it became Boaty's World, I did that thinking, well, I can put anything in it because it's part of my world. Your channel name is your name. So anything that you do is automatically fair game. You don't need to put it anywhere else.
well, this is why I had concerns when you suggested Disinterested Car Girl, because, you know, that I felt like that was too. I mean, I've even had people say to me, I was very confused. Carol Ann said to me, was it Carol Ann? I think it was her. Said, yeah, I was confused about where the car thing came from when I first saw your channel. I think it was
Yeah,
her. Excuse
because
me.
you never,
Sorry, Carol
right.
Ann, if it wasn't. Yeah,
Two
I know
things
what you're
with,
going to say. I didn't explain it. You're going to say
yeah,
that.
right.
But
So
even if you.
I came up with that for you because at the time you wanted to do a YouTube channel and you didn't know what you wanted to do. So I came up with an idea that you could run with, but you didn't do the first video that I told you to do, which would have completely explained everything and it would all have made sense. And you said, no, I want to do it after this and I want to do it after that. And you ended up not doing it. That doesn't matter. And then you rebranded it, which was clearly the right thing to do because you did exactly the same as me. I did the same thing. When I
Well,
started YouTube and I thought I wanted to have a go at this, so I came up with a niche idea that I was going to run with. I started doing it. I started finding that actually I want to do this and this and this. So I did a rebrand. And you've done exactly the same. Having done the rebrand, you can now put anything you like there. You just need to make it make sense to the viewer. That's all.
but the thing is, Boaty, is that I'm now doing what, because don't forget, when I first started watching, I was Emma Lemon. And I had videos like I do now. My very first video on my original Emma Lemon channel was I bought some jumpers and I was showing them, and it got 900 views. Considering I didn't have any subscribers, it got 900 views. And you said to me, "You're not going to get anywhere by doing that because there's so many people showing jumpers. This is something, the disinterested car girl thing is something different." And I do get that, but it wasn't for me, obviously. So I
Yeah,
didn't,
but
but
the
I'm
thing
saying.
is, no, because you were wanting to do something. You wanted to be right. I'm a person that does this on YouTube,
Well, I was trying to
and
work out what I wanted to do with Emma Lemon. I was trying to work it out. What my problem was Emma Lemon at the time, that channel I had, was very much like, I'm a middle-aged housewife and I'm shopping and I'm doing things in the house, like some of my videos are. That's what I was doing. But then I started doing this, and I felt a bit like, what am I doing? Like, am I wanting to be a sensible middle-aged housewife doing these boring things, or do I want to do something a bit more fun, a bit more aimed, more adulty?
what you
And
need to do is forget about all of that and just be you.
well, no, that's what I'm doing now. But my point is,
Yeah,
at the time you threw another idea at me because you said you thought it was a brilliant idea. So I thought I'd try taking that on. And you did say to me, try and do it as a separate channel. So if it doesn't work, you can ditch it. But what I did was I like doing, I started doing some car shows. Then when I came to visit you, I thought I'll put them on there as well. And that channel ended up being the main thing. But then what I started doing, there's not enough. This is where I got very confused with you, because you said it doesn't have to be car related. So then I was thinking, well, that's what I was doing in the first place, was non-car related stuff. But what I found was I had ideas for what I could do, but having nobody in my life nearby with a car, or able to transport me to places like car shows, and having little Lemon in tow, meant that I just couldn't do some of the ideas I had. And in the end, I just thought I'll just start doing my other stuff. And it ended
Yeah,
up
because
being that I thought,
if you remember what you were like at the time, then at the time you didn't want to be yourself, and you didn't want to put yourself out there. You wanted to be a thing, or a
mm.
person doing
Yeah,
this,
I
and
was nervous to be myself. I was, yeah.
you were
I was.
really you were uncomfortable with the live streams. You were unsure. You didn't have any, and you know, I think the live streams have changed you massively. I think, and
Oh
now
God,
you've got
yeah.
now you've
When I
got the
look at
self
the first one, oh.
now you've got the self confidence to just put a video out there where you are yourself, warts and all. You're quirky, you're engaging, you're brilliant. So it doesn't matter where you start; it matters where you finish. And like I said, I did exactly the same thing. I painted myself into a corner with an idea for a YouTube channel, but at least it got me started. If I hadn't
Mm.
have started with £500 cheap car challenge, I wouldn't have this now. That got me started, and that led me to understanding where I needed to be and what I could do. And the disinterested car girl got you started and led you to where you are now and what you can do. And it's just
Yeah.
that's all it is.
Well, disinterested car girl and this channel did get me started, yeah. Because obviously, when I started on this channel, you were doing a lot more car things, and so people thought, "Oh, I'll subscribe to her because she's going to do disinterested car stuff." They're probably watching my stuff now and thinking, "Oh, for God's sake, she's just done a video showing that she's bought a load of scarves and hats."
Well, there you
Thank you
go. It
guys for
works.
sticking around.
It does work both ways as well. It's not like it's a one-way street. My content is changing because of you. Look at the front parlor stuff I did.
It's
You know,
changing because of what? I had a cough.
you.
Oh, really? Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it is. You sort of get ideas and you sort of think this works, this looks good, we'll give that a go.
Well, that series of stuff that I did in my front parlor, which was good for YouTube and great for me, because I've got a much nicer front parlor. That was inspired by the tour that you did of your front room.
Oh, yeah.
So it it works both ways, you know. It's just it's just a natural evolution. But at the end of the day, then you either, I think anyway, that for YouTube, you either need to just be yourself and allow yourself to be all of yourself. Don't just show a certain aspect of who you are. Show everything, because I think that that's engaging. I think that it will cause people to be more likely to invest emotionally into you. Um, and and I've forgotten what the third thing was. There was a third thing as well, um, but no, I can't remember. That's completely
Yeah, well, that's the thing. I mean, like, a video I put out recently where it was just that short video where I just said, "Sorry, I've not been around. I appreciate people have still been subscribed. I'm having a tough time." I wouldn't have been able to dream of doing that before. But I thought, no, I'm going to just say what's going on so people know. So yeah, I am a bit, well, I'm more comfortable doing that now. But obviously, as you know, there's a lot of things I want to keep private in my life. So that was, I think, initially there was the balance of, oh, I, I don't want to say too, I don't want to put too much out there. You know what I mean?
You don't need a lot of the time. You don't need to put the actual thing out there.
No, no.
All you, but that you can discuss how you feel about the thing, how the thing is affecting your life, and how you're trying to deal with it. Nobody necessarily needs to know what the thing is if it has to be
Yeah.
kept private, but you can still talk about the ramifications of the thing. And many people will. will say that that's where YouTube is leading. That's the stuff that's working on YouTube now. The personal stuff, the insight, the sharing, so that people can feel that it's more of a personal interaction rather than a television program or a film where, right, I will create this thing, you will watch it, and I'm the filmmaker, you are the viewer, boom. What seems to be working now for a lot of people is when it's a lot closer and more involved. I mean, look at Sean. Sean is the perfect example of that.
Well, I think that this is quite nice because, you know, you do the videos and things like that. I do videos, but then people can then come and actually talk to us. So they're not just watching somebody who's just presenting videos to them and that's it. They're not distanced from the person, because as soon as they join the live stream, they can be part of it themselves, and that's really nice, isn't it? That's different to what you get with a lot of YouTubers.
That's the one idea that I had pretty much from the beginning, is that I came to realize that there was a big thing on YouTube where people would share themselves and invite emotion, invite empathy, invite sympathy, in many cases invite actual material help or financial help, but they maintained an absolute barrier. So I will make this video, you can buy merchandise, you can send me money, you can write comments, it ends there. And I thought, that's not the way that I want to do things. And that was when I came up with the community thing and made the community as full and rounded as I possibly could, so that there were, within reason, there were real life elements, there were meetups, there was other social media that was more inclusive, because YouTube is it's very it's very binary, isn't it? You know, you've got a video, you've got the availability to leave a comment, and there may be a response to that comment. I wanted to add a lot more into the mix, where you've got your Facebook page, your Facebook group, this, that, the other, the WhatsApp groups, the Messenger groups, so that there can be a much greater connection between because I never wanted it to be me, viewers. I wanted it to be community, pals, chums, all of that sort of thing. And that might not be for everybody. Of course, I get that, but that's what I wasn't seeing on YouTube. Everybody was being very remote, and I thought there's got to be room to do a little bit more good, because I was just seeing people who were being told to like, subscribe, buy
Yeah.
merchandise, send this, send that. And I'm thinking, okay, they can watch the video. What are they getting back? What are they
Yeah.
getting back from you? They're telling you, or they're asking you to give your money, your hard earned money that's probably in short supply. They're asking you to give your time. They're asking you to invest emotionally. But all you've done is you've made a video. What are you giving back? What are you giving them? And I was never entirely comfortable with that. So I tried to do it a little bit differently. And I'm
Well,
quite proud of what it's become.
Well, also not just the being able to talk to us on community live streams and all that sort of thing, but there's the option to have meetups, of course. And some, I mean, Alan Simpson being one of the most recent ones, seemed to thoroughly enjoy that. So it's people
Yeah,
connecting and meeting up, and not just involving you, but there's other people who are meeting up that have met on here, but they're meeting up elsewhere without you. um,
absolutely.
so yeah, that's the thing. It just become part of your social life. So you can watch with interest to see what people in the community are doing by looking at their YouTube channels. But then you can actually, if you want to, take a step further, which is exactly what I did, of course, which a lot of people know. Maybe some people don't. I started watching Boaty's live streams, and I made a prank phone call. We got chatting, we became friends, and then we had an amazing summer.
We
So,
did.
you know, so, and, you know, now we're buddies and, you know, we're planning to meet up again. And I've met Captain Mustard. I don't think I've met anyone else yet, but there are people in the community I'd love to meet. On that note, if anybody is ever in Norwich and would like to meet up for coffee, do let me know. But the one thing I would say about that is I'd like to sort of know who you are beforehand, because if somebody completely random I've never heard of sends me a message and says, "Can I meet for coffee?" I would be saying no. But if it was someone like Alan Simpson, Diane Sturdy, I don't know, I'm just looking at some names on here, people I recognise the name of. Do you see what I'm saying? Because I sometimes get random emails from people I've never heard of who ask me that if I want to meet up, and I don't want to meet up with somebody I don't know who they are, basically, at all, because that's not safe.
And the other thing is that I've got bigger plans for the future. And part of the reason of coming up with the idea of and pushing so hard to make it happen, the Airbnbs, is because I intend them to be a massive part of this community. Now, the whatever it turns out to be at Clay Cross, I was talking about this the other night. I was talking about the amount of money involved. It's Clay Cross, by the time we've finished the upstairs, it's going to be a 7-figure business investment. It's going to be over £1 million. You can't play about with that. So that's going to be an out-and-out business thing. But the Sherpa's Lodge at Ripley, that's going to be very much a personal thing. And as such, I intended from the beginning, and I intend it now, to play a massive part in the community, and hopefully it will logistically help to really push certain aspects of the community forward in quite a big way. And I'm really excited about that. I'm invested in that, and I'm optimistic about that. All of those things.
I'm just trying to find where we were in the comment while you were talking.
Yeah, because it's midnight, and we kind of need to bugger off, don't we? According to me, we've got up as far as me gifting the memberships, which, to remind you, the ones that I gifted went to Sean James Cameron, Exploring with Ben and Sam, Damien Eves, Name Me -1, and the lovely Mr. Tickle, aka Mark on Motoring.
Yep.
Are you with me?
Yeah, I'm there. Right. So I'll try and whiz through. People are congratulating the new members. Ticklicious, says Alan Simpson. So glad I didn't get one. Not a clue, says 69. Then Pocahontas gave out her membership. IBD Warrior, of course, got that. So people are saying thanks to her and congratulations to IBD. And I then gifted a membership. And Boomer17 says hello. Buddy Anon says glad Sean got gifted. New Puffling, says Peter P. Yeah. Rejoice in your merit, says 69. Congratulations, 2345, says Andrew Buttergeek, because that was where my membership went to. You're a good egg, Emma Lump, says Alan. Oh, thank you, Alan. Spinal Tap, says 69. Negative towards Emma. Boaty will F them up, says Peter P. Yeah, Boaty's my bodyguard. Be careful. And matron. I've got the pair of them. Batman Ruby says, Emma, just get your boobs out and everyone will warm to you. I did that a few live streams ago. Not doing it again. Hello, Trombone Fanciers, says Project Nigel, probably about an hour ago now. Hey, Captain Fish Fingerer. Oh, God. Sean Jackson says, where are you from? We're from England. Well, I'm from England in the UK. Boaty, are you from Wales?
Yeah.
Yeah, Boaty's from Wales. I wasn't sure if you were from Wales or if you, like, just spent a lot of your life there or what. So. I'm not going getting through these quickly, am I? It's Sheeson's daddy, says Alan Simpson. Matron's welcoming the trouser trumpet. Oh no, Boaty just welcomed you with a trouser trumpet to
I did not. I've not done that tonight.
Yeah, you don't do it anymore. I've noticed. 69 says you annoyed me at the time in space. That's forgotten then. Oh, thank you, 69. People saying hello to Mustard. He's just finished the first Stigbert video. He says, "Well done, Mustard." Is it going live tonight? Says Matron. Well pounded, Boaty. That woman is beautiful, says Rick Grimes. Oh, thank you. If you talk about me, presumably you talk about me and not Boaty, but you never know. Never know around here. IBD Warrior says, thank you to the kind person who donated me a month's free membership. I promise to put it to good use. Oh, good, lovely. Cool, something to watch after this if it goes live, says Matron of Mustard's video. Peter P says, top tier perks include guest covered in the community anusol. Indeed, I need to use that yet. Hopeless in it, says 69. Carol Ann says she's still here. She was at that point. So, gosh, she's staying up late because she's normally a 10 o'clock bedtime person or something, isn't she? I'd marry her, says Rick Grimes. I'm not sure who he's talking about because he's saying hello to Matron just before that. Matron's laughing and saying to Carol Ann, we want a community married at first sight. Boaty is a catch, says Project Nigel. Not something I would personally want to catch. 69 says, if you had some turkey teeth, you'd be a catch, which is a nice compliment for you, really, Boaty. I think Boaty's a catch. He doesn't want me, though. Looks like little Lemon's about to roll off the bed. Keep an eye on him on my little screen here. 69 says, oh, I've read that one. Simone returned. I didn't even realise she'd gone anywhere. Catch and release, says Peter P. IBD says, thanks for the gift. And then Pocahontas gifted a membership to Carol Ann. Oh, Carol Ann, welcome to membership, says Matron. And Matron, Carol Ann says, oh no, I've missed that one. Oh, she missed the live stream where you proposed to her. That's why she hasn't accepted yet. She hadn't watched it.
Oh, thank you for the
Congratulations, Carol Ann. Andrew.
Twice I did it. Twice. And the second time I got down on one knee and everything. Now,
you'll have to watch that. Hey up, Simone. How's the bike, says Alan. I need a pee. Be right back, said 69 about 45 minutes ago. Whoa, I jolly well hope not. Please, Boaty, keep the proposals to oneself. Simone says, not much has happened, sadly. I could see Boaty and Studley being the next ball and bow, says Alan. 69 says, me too, Emma, in a poke. What was that? I don't know what that was. What did I say? No. Oh, well. Matron says, did you know 1 out of every 3 smokers die, which means the other 2 become immortal?
Which she stole from herself on Facebook Memories 14 years ago, she said that.
All right.
And
resurrected. I hope I'm not the other 2 then, Trace, says Andrew. Oh, 69 says he or she may be the other 2. Oh my God, I have missed Mustard beasting Boaty, says Matron. Tracy says, I don't know how anyone could not like you, Emma. People are odd. 69 says, we have countless lives. It's unusual to be human. We're usually fleas and stuff. Alan says, I read that as Mustard basting Boaty. That'd be an interesting video, I have to say. Captain Horseradish of the Middle Isle, says Andrew Buttigieg. Sorry, I'm having a burp. Captain H pops to Aldi. Love it, says Peter P. Oh, I'll have to do it then. Don't limit yourself. Do a variety of videos. They can have their own playlist or whatever it's called. Yeah, that's my kind of thought. If you do a bit of everything, you can see what people like, can't you? And then
absolutely, yeah.
I quite like the idea of it being like, this is me. Sometimes I do this live stream with this funny fella. Sometimes I talk about my house. Sometimes I go to Aldi and pretend to be a hairy northerner. Sometimes I go on trips and do this and that, you know, a bit of everything. Although that's not great for the YouTube. That's not great for the YouTube algorithm, you see. They like you to be doing the same thing all the time, but never mind. We'll see what happens. If anyone wants to subscribe to me, by the way, there's my YouTube channel. Quick plug. What's your game? Does anybody know? Says 69. Mersey beat. I don't know what that means. Simone says, was I in chat last night?
The Hey Carrie Ann.
Ah.
It's their song, basically.
Simone would like people to remind her whether or not she was in chat last night because she can't remember. Simone, you came in and said you were meeting up with a friend soon, I think.
Yeah, that's right.
Blast from the past, says 69. Sorry, to 69, says Andrew. Do you remember Boaty's plums being discussed, says Peter P. I joined in quite late, Simone, said Andrew. That's plum loco, says 69. Maybe you weren't here then, says Peter P. Emma's so cool, says 69. I couldn't do a blog like this. Oh, I love the fact that I've managed to turn 69 throughout this live stream. I'll second that 69. Are you Sigma, says SBD and B Gaming? I seem to think that they pop in every week as well because I recognise the question. Peter P says to Simone that he was, oh no, hang on, was lurking earlier and yeah, heard about Georgia's troubles. Hope she feels better soon. Oh, is Georgia not well? Are you Devo, says 69. Pocahontas 100 says Emma's gardening. Well, planty stuff, I suppose. Cooking, home life, and tourism are the biggest factor on YouTube. Oh, thank you. And what to do with my erroneous cage?
No, she's not talking about you. She said, Emma, gardening, cooking, home life, and tourism are the biggest factors on YouTube.
Well, this is a thing, but that's what I originally was going to do. Went off in a few directions, but yeah, I'll just do a bit of everything and see what happens.
You know what? People think too much and talk too much about what shall I do? What am I going to do? Just do it. Just put it
but
out
it's because it's well known that you're better off having a niche and doing the same style, the same topic, because then the algorithm thinks, right, you're doing that again.
Well, that might work for some people, but I'll tell you what you're definitely better off doing, putting something out there.
Oh, yeah.
Because all the time that you're deciding what to do, thinking about what to do, you're not doing anything. Put something out there, put anything out there and work it out as you go along. It might take you a couple of months, it might take you a couple of years. Like Sean, it might take you 12 years to become an overnight success. But get stuff out there and figure things out as you go along. Because apart from anything else, if you come up with a perfect idea, then unless you've got background in the field, you're not going to have the tools to enable you to do it properly. You're not going to have the editing tools, or you're not going to have the knowledge of how to edit. You're not going to have the production skills. You're not going to have the technical abilities to deal with the audio and the visuals. Put stuff out there and you will learn that as you go along and improve and just find your way. Don't worry about the bloody YouTube algorithm or anything like that. People will tell you this, that, and the other. Nobody understands the YouTube algorithm, not even the people who work for YouTube. So don't even worry about it. The people who are successful, they're either they've been at it for years and years and years. They've built a base gradually. They started when there was a lot less competition on YouTube. They did it through the pandemic when more people were watching YouTube, and they've done it that way. Or they've just got some natural things that means that they were always going to be successful no matter what they do. So they're dealing with superstars. They are stealth camping in weird and wonderful places. They're getting very drunk and they've got some really good lines like blot. Or they climb up mountains and their clothes magically fall off when they reach a puddle. Or then they just crack on and have a breakthrough without knowing why, which would be Sean. But get stuff out there. Just get stuff out there. That would be my 3 pennies for what little it's worth.
69 says he or she made a batch of rose hip oil infusion a few weeks ago and his or her sister loves it. Sorry, I think I'm going to say he unless you tell me otherwise, 69, because I believe you are male, but please correct me if I'm wrong. It's easy to be good, says 69. God, this matron's been deleting crazy, though she's been tidying up the chat. It looks like there's been some dodgy people. Past midnight, the mad burgers are out, says Diane. Right, there must have been some funny, weird comments going on there then. Yep, I live for the loonies, Diane, says Matron, by pressing my vortex button. Buddy announces, I agree, Sean has a special gift of connecting and being interactive with his viewers. I think Sean's tone of voice helps a lot as well with what he's doing. He's very calm. And so that's kind of relaxing viewing, you know, for somebody who may have just woken up or just wants to sit down with a cup of tea and watch something. It's very calm, non-offensive, easy watching. So I can see why he gets a lot of people watching. You do it well, Tracy, says Diane, regarding the moderation. I'll never understand why people are nasty, says Pocahontas 100. People are a-holes, said somebody, and I've shot to the end of the chat. So hang on a second. Here we go, nearly there.
Well, 69 saying people are people, and Matron says it's an instant endorphin hit, I guess, Pocahontas. Sad, really, Tracy, and it is. They want a response, says Matron, and when they don't get it, they don't get the reward from their action. Peter P says, Matron, I just got an image in my head of Ms. Pac-Man gobbling wrong-uns.
yeah, it's true, actually.
Andrew says, I can just imagine Matron sitting there naked, wearing her matron socks with her finger hovering over the delete button. And Matron says, oh my God, do you have access to my webcam, Andrew? The lifesaver socks. Good old Stigbert, says John, I do miss him a lot. You're going to miss him even more. He's going to Scotland, mate. He's off. Stigbert is off. Possibly tomorrow. Long live the Thundercock, says Andrew. Night, night, Simone. I would marry Emma in a heartbeat, says 69 Phuket, who only an hour or so ago was saying that she was really annoying, as was her sister, and now apparently he wants to marry her. So let's hope it stays like that and he doesn't revert to thinking that she's a total pain in the ass and making her feel rotten about herself like he was doing before. Oh, she's cute. Good night, Boaty, Emma, and everyone. Hope you have a good day tomorrow, says Pocahontas 100. And do start saying your good nights. It's time for me to go and eat curry and Emma to go and get her beauty sleep that she really doesn't need.
Oh, I'm glad you said that, Boaty. I thought you said that she really does need.
Would I?
I was about to set Matron on you.
Night, night, Pocahontas. Everybody saying good night. Hello, fish cake, says T-Cog.
Oh, good evening, Steve-Cog.
Oh, and 69 Phuket, who said that you were incredibly annoying, is now in love with you. Love you, Emma. Just putting it out there.
Thank you very much, 69 Phuket.
Peter P says, doing the same thing over and over again is what made Boaty skip blocked videos. Yeah.
That's a good point, yeah.
It gets, you think, yeah, all right, yeah. Been there.
That's a very good point. Yeah, nothing fresh.
If I put something out, sorry.
No, I was just laughing at that. Go on, you say
it. If I put something out, says Andrew, I'd probably get arrested. Do you want to do the rest? We're nearly there, I think.
Yeah, my chat is sliding all over the place today. 69 says tot rungeon. Don't know what that means. I know it's person, but I don't know who it is. Peter P says, enjoy the night air, little tinkle in the slammer. I hope I'm male, says 69. Okay, right, we've established that then. That's good. Peter P and not so little, says Andrew Rottergeek. Matthew Bean says hello. Good evening, Matthew. Little Britain, says 69. Steve Cook says, is that a drawing of Emma's hedgehog? They did a good job with the lips, or are they legs? Same colour hair. Hello, the people are saying hello to Matthew Bean. Do you have hair in your bottom, says Dory Malhari. I don't know about you, Boaty. Do you have hair in your bottom?
I certainly do.
I'd leave that to Matron says she wanted us to leave that comment for she left it for the sheer wit and imagination of it. And we have reached the end of the comments, Boaty.
Hallelujah. Praise the Lord. I can go and get some curry.
Maybe
Excellent.
tomorrow I might not feel so down, but until
Maybe
tomorrow
tomorrow
I'll wear a dressing gown. That song could be very good if it's like, you know, maybe tomorrow I won't feel so down. Until tomorrow I'll wear a dressing gown. It's like saying, I'll just chill out in my dressing gown and try not to worry about it because tomorrow I might feel better.
Yeah,
There we
why
go.
not?
I need to buy a dressing gown, actually. I haven't got one. Oh,
I've got
Andrew.
two.
Oh,
I've got my posh one and my everyday one.
is your posh one like a smoking jacket type of dressing gown?
You've seen it. I did a live stream in it once. Oh, you might not have seen it.
It's grey. All I've seen is a grey one, greyish colour.
Oh no, that's my everyday one.
I haven't
That's
seen
the
the posh one.
right. That's the one that hangs on the bathroom door. My posh one hangs on my bedroom door, on the inside.
I haven't been on the inside of your bedroom, Boaty. That's only the one in Llandudno, not in your one on a windy bum.
Have you not been?
I stood at the doorway, but then you took all your clothes off and started singing about your tinkle having its time to shine, and I decided it's probably time to leave. I didn't get to see the inside of the door.
Okay.
I need to buy a dressing gown though, especially in the wind with the winter coming now. When I've bought my dressing gown, we should do a live stream one night in just our dressing gowns. That'd be fun.
Yeah,
it probably
totally.
wouldn't be fun at all, to be honest. 69 says that he doesn't have hair in his arse, which is useful for us to know. Matron says, good night, I'll see you somewhere on the internet tomorrow. I've got a spotty botty, says Andrew. Germaline up there, says 69. Oh yeah, new members, by the way, you do get access to the community anusol and the community knocking shop discount.
Yeah,
I do not have a hairy
bedroom
bottom.
and the Momo and the meticulously planned breakfast and discount at the Airbnb and your own videos and your own emojis. Oh, the list goes on and on. It's a tremendous thing.
Right, and there's more and more being added all the time.
There really is. Right, it is time that we brought this pimple to a head. Would you agree, Emma?
Yes, Boaty, I would like to go to bed, please.
Yeah, and I would like to eat my curry and then I would like to go to bed. So let me just say, first and foremost, thank you to each and every one of you who have watched tonight. And above all, thank you and a big old welcome back to the lovely Emma. We've missed you and it's been amazing having you back. Thank you.
Oh, thank you very much, Boaty. It's been lovely to be back. And yes, I do feel a bit perkier than I did when I was nearly not doing the live stream tonight. So thank you very much.
Delighted to hear it. Delighted.
And it's been lovely to be back with you all again.
And we must also say a massive thank you to those who very kindly gifted channel memberships tonight, including your good self, Emma, and the lovely Pocahontas 100.
And you.
And me. And we must welcome the no fewer than 7 brand new, bright, shiny, and wonderful channel members. But the biggest thing is just thank you to each and every one of you in the community for being there on a daily basis and for building this and making it what it is and continually supporting it and just being there and you and wonderful. I genuinely can't thank you enough, and I thank each and every one of you from the very heart of my bottom.
Any music,
Anything to
guys?
add to that?
Well, I think I can't say it any more perfectly than you did, but I'm getting very tired now because I'm losing the ability to speak. But thank you very much for watching, everybody, and I will see you hopefully next Monday, if not before.
Okay, so on that note, we both wish you all a safe and peaceful night. We hope that you have the best day that you possibly can ahead, and we hope that there is some joy to be taken from it. Please take really good care of yourselves, and if you're blessed with people who cared about you or who you cared about, then take really good care of them too. Much love from Emma and myself. The Candle will be relit tomorrow night, 11 o'clock for Tuesday Night Live. We will jointly be back for you next Monday, 10 o'clock. And on that note, I think that's it. Much love from us both. Pachoo! And indeed,
Bosh!
you know it. Night, darlings.
Bye, guys.